What is happening? What is good, world of YouTube? It has been a week and a day, and we got to apologize for that, man. We were traveling back from the Chicagoland area, had a fantastic trip, and was super dope. Met some fantastic people, ate some good food, Thanksgiving. Everything was honestly pretty fantastic. I said fantastic like four times now. Everything was honestly real good, man. I had a great time. Love that area. Love the people out there, man. Actually met up with the homies Solo and the homie Randy Savage. That was fantastic. Again, that's the fourth time I've said that. Shouts to Wifey. Wifey is actually in the stream, but she is a little worse for the wear today. The cold weather does not agree with her body, and so she's up top right now getting some rest in, but she's in the room. Shouts to homie Foe. Shouts to homie 2. What is happening? So I'm gonna just put it out there now. I'm running this solo, and I've gotten used to having a partner in crime kind of run the board side of it as far as playing the music and everything. So if any issues come up whatsoever, man, holla at me. Let me know so I can get them worked out because I want y'all to have the best quality experience. Got some new mics that we'll be instituting soon. That's exciting. Yeah, shouts to homie Foe. Yeah, 900 subscribers, man. We are rolling. We're actually at 80% of monetization, so YouTube is gonna start giving us these pennies, and we're excited about that. Obviously, we got to get into the music, because that's what people come here for. Let me know how you guys have been the last week, man. So actually, before I do that, 3 of my family members are sick. My 2 daughters are both upstairs. They got coughs, and the wifey's sick. So me and Landon, the males in the house, are holding it down right now. But yeah, we're on the road to 1K, man. So let's get into the first selection of the night. And this actually comes to us by way of a dude named AZ Dean or Azzy Dean. We've done a bunch of his songs. Pretty solid artist, and a dude by the name of Pyro just linked up with him, and so he got my information and sent this song through. So we're gonna get into this first. I like Azzy Dean, man. Pretty dope artist. I heard a little sneak peek of the song. Actually a fairly solid song. So this is Azzy Dean, produced by the homie Pyro Beats, and let's get into it. This is Never Back Down. Let's go.
Yeah. Azzy. Yeah. Okay. Passed out like they blacked out. Sleep back then, but they fought with me now. Never back down, never let now. Tree sapping, how I'm smoking a loud. Yeah. Passed out like they blacked out.
What up, RJB? What's happening, bruh?
Never back down, never let now. Never let now. Tree sapping, how I'm smoking a loud. I be talking with this bougie bitch. She kinda dumb, still take her to the fucking crib. It's kinda fun, got her bouncing up and down a bit. And got a blunt, lunch, can't take another fucking rip. It's time for rum like a glitch. Got a hickey on my tip. If I keep on going, I'ma have to get a grip.
What's up, Ian? What's happening, man?
I don't want those whips, baby, turn around and better when I find out. Wanna check a full of cash to get it top down. Y'all that just have the interest, just being rocks now. I'm being honest, I ain't one to only talk loud. Nah, hopped up, pop up, someone called a doctor. So much scoop, my nose is fucking stopped up.
So far, so good on this song. I mean, lyrically, it's nothing special. Shouts to RJB. Glad to hear you got the shirts, man. Really excited about these shirts. Love these shirts. Gave a few of these away back home. Shouts to the homie Caligula. Always great to have you in here, bruh. Appreciate you. Got the blue solo cup cracking. Call of Duty. Oh, just so you know, my brother's in the building. That's the homie TM. Hey, just so you know, I got that. I bought it last night. I had to wait for it to download. So after this, I may be partaking. I'll let you know the details offline. Who else in here plays Call of Duty, man? So my brother is actually a pretty solid Call of Duty player. I am hot trash. But I was improving, and I appreciate him. He was patient with me getting killed quickly. Shout out to the homie P's in the building. BX all day. Great to have you here. Bro, we need to link up soon so I can get you a shirt. I got that. I'm holding that down for you. So as far as Ezzy Dean's track goes, I like it, man. I think, you know, it's really basic hip hop. You know, it's more to the mainstream. Definitely can see it getting some radio play. He does some cool things with his vocals where he goes up and down. It's holding my attention. It's not super interesting. Right now, I say we about at a B. So what do y'all think of the homie AZ Dean's joint, Never Back Down? Let me know in the comments, in the chat. T Swayze, what's the happenings, brother? What's happening with you, man? Glad to have you.
Sleep back then, but they fuck with me now. Never back down, never let now. Tree sap pen, how I'm smoking aloud. Yeah, passed out like they blacked out. I did what? Sleep back then, but they fuck with me now. Never back down, never let now. Tree sap pen, how I'm smoking aloud. Yeah, passed out like they blacked out. I did what? Sleep back then, but they fuck with me now. Never back down, never let now. Never let now. Tree sap pen, how I'm smoking aloud. Yeah.
So this is a real basic track. I'm gonna give this a B. He didn't really do anything wrong. Like I said, the rapping wasn't super interesting. His delivery and his tone are very, very kind of matter of fact, very kind of bland. Nothing really exciting, but the way he rides the beat with the hook keeps you interested. Back out, never back down. It held my interest. And nothing wrong with it, nothing really over the top good about it either. So it's a C+, B- range, maybe creeps into that 83, 84 range. Short song, so he got it in and got it out. Really appreciated that. Oh, yeah. Appreciate that, T Swayze. Glad you got the shirt, man. Yeah, I am bad at Call of Duty. I am very, very, very bad at that. Yes, too. Thanks for being here, bro. I know you hit me up about how to live stream. Yes, live streams do contribute to your watch hours. And if you're looking to get your watch hours up, I would highly suggest live streaming as often as you can. I have kids, therefore my live streaming activities are fairly limited. So I got a question for everybody out there right now. What was your favorite dish this Thanksgiving? So for me personally, my cousin, shouts to my cousin Tony, he did a brisket, and it was just, it was his first time doing it too, so I was a little concerned about the quality, but my man did his thing. So shouts to him. That was my favorite dish, always to be followed by my auntie makes this mac and cheese that it might stop your heart, but you'll enjoy every second of it. It's fantastic. Beer. Shouts to the homie next Apollo, man. Good to have you in, man. Appreciate that. Dressing, roast beef. Dressing is a slept on, but the dressing has to be real, real good. It has to have that good texture, and it has to have good moisture to it. Dry dressing is the worst ever. Cajun turkey. Oh, hey, give us the play-by-play on the Cajun turkey. How did you put that together? Because that sounds excellent as well. So in the meantime, let's get to the next one. This is a dude named Bravey. I want to say we reviewed one of his songs previously, and it was actually pretty fire. So last joint from Pyro was a submission into our email. This one is actually off the Making Hip Hop Reddit thread. Just saw this today. So this is Bravey with audio. Let's check it out. A lot of votes on the mac and cheese.
I need audio, baby, I need audio. Can't hear the direction.
Mashed with the gold peach cobbler, okay, alright.
I need audio, tell me where to go, because I don't know. Yeah, I really know.
Ooh, I like this.
Welcome to the show. If you trying to blow, then you better.
Shouts to Mr. August.
Yeah.
Big shouts to Mr. August.
Need audio, baby, I need audio, baby, I need audio, yeah. Pages running cold, give advice over the phone, I just tell them adios.
Hey, so far, I love the hook on this, audio. So it's really hard to do something that people can remember. So when you make a hook that people can repeat after they hear the song, that's huge. And so far, he's done that. That's a big step in creating any song. So far, so good.
I'm shooting nerf or nothing. Feel like I need new lethal weapons. It's getting bloody on the streets. I need some viewer discretion. I gotta get this right now. Ain't got no time for depression. Chosen one at my conception. Held on to too much aggression. Blue lights when I blow through the stop sign. Don't stop, just run for the pop fly. I want that goal, but it's
that switch up was cold. Blue lights when I run through the stop sign. That switch up was cold. His bars are interesting, and the things he's saying. He said, "I need some viewer discretion." I like that. That's creative. So far, he's kind of killing this.
I come get yours when I got mine. I wanna float inside the waves about the ocean. Tired of feeling all of my emotions. Sneaking to the center like a Trojan. Tell me where to go.
Hey, did y'all hear that? Sneaking to the center like a Trojan horse. That was cold. That was cold.
Because I don't know. Yeah, I really never know. Yeah, welcome to the show. If you tryna blow, then you better go alone. Yeah, you better. Yeah. I need audio, baby. Head flowing fire, man, this fever needs some treatment. Messing up my mind, stay like I'm committing treason. I got all the pieces, I just need a reason. I need audio.
Hey, what does everybody out there think of Lil Nas X's music? The homie 2 Minutes makes a good point. He says this sounds like Lil Nas X. I can see that on the hook for real. But the rapping was solid, man. So far, this song is a B+ to me. It's knocking on the door of an A. I got to see how he finishes out. But I like the hook. I like the bars. I like the pace. I like the beat. I like the mix. The mix sounds pretty good. Everything about this track is pretty solid. I like it.
Baby, I need audio. Baby, I need audio, yeah. Can't hear the direction. I can't hear no direction. Can you tell me where to go? Can you tell me where to go, yeah? I need audio. Tell me where to go. Because I don't know. Yeah, I really never know. Yeah. Welcome to the show. If you tryna blow, then you better go alone. Yeah, you better. Yeah. I need audio. Need audio, baby. I need audio. Baby, I need audio. Patience running cold, give advice over the phone. I just tell them adios.
Yo, so I was rocking with that. The homie Foe said it's an okay song and melody, but it doesn't really make sense to him. And in my opinion, that's half the hip-hop songs out there don't really make sense. But go on and tell us exactly what doesn't make sense to you, bro, because I think that feedback is going to be huge for the boy. I like the song. To me, it's a B+. It's right at an A. The only thing I would change is I would have actually rapped a little bit more. I feel like the majority of the song was the hook, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The only criticism I have is that I wanted to hear more bars from him. I feel like the back half of the song didn't have a ton of bars. B+ for me. That was the homie Bravey with audio. So Foe's giving us a couple bars. Patient running cold. Give me advice over the phone. Tell him adios. I think that makes sense to me. He's basically saying people call him to give him, feedback, and his patience is cold. He doesn't want to deal with it, so he tells them adios. He doesn't want to hear what they have to say is what that bar means to me. So 24 hours, Brian salted chicken, ton of Cajun seasoning, packed Cajun butter. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I mean, that'll probably kill you, but it sounds amazing. Concept doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's fair. I can see where you're coming from. T Swayze gives it a C+. So give us a little feedback on your rating as well, T Swayze. If you don't mind, tell us why you thought that it was a C+. So the homie Ian, shouts to Ian. Ian, if you haven't subscribed to the page, you may have already done that. Please do so. Also, if you're just joining us now, please hit the like button. We need YouTube to give us love. We are close to monetizing. We will have some new merch soon. So obviously, Wifey put these together. These are super cold, but we might do something in a new colorway coming soon. But obviously, we need to get this YouTube money first. And I'm glad I shed a little light on it, my G Slide. Thanks for being here, by the way. All right, let's get into this next one. I'm gonna pull this joint up. So we got a lot of votes for mac and cheese. The Cajun turkey sounds very interesting. Did you guys have a good time being with your family? I was with a lot of my family on this Thanksgiving, and it was actually fantastic. I was surprised. I am kind of a hermit crab. People that know me may not know that, but I tend to stay to myself. So it was real cool being around the family. Any awkward moments that y'all had? I love hearing about awkward family moments. Share those with us in the chat, and I'll check those out. Let's get into this next one. So the RJB, who's in the room right now, had a producer that I guess he works with or knows, and he actually sent me a couple tracks. So what we'll do is we'll get into one of them now, and we'll get into one of them a little later. But I actually heard a sneak peek of both of these, and they were both pretty solid. So we're going to get into this first one. And RJB, you may have to let everyone know exactly who this dude is and how you know him. But thanks for sending him my way, man. I think that was really dope. I was really happy to see that. So we'll get into this one shortly. That's true. That's true. All right, enjoy that, man. I hope that works out well for you. Next, Apollo already sent something in. We'll be getting to that shortly. I'll get back and check that out in the inbox. So this is Frederick, and this is the Bonnie Clyde draft. So let's check this out.
There is only one man for the job, Frederick.
Staying true ain't easy. She threw it back and still the same. I'm counting ZZs. Her boyfriend calling, but I'm sleepy. She hit him with that, don't disturb me. Hey, I'm a cipher and he love me. Hey, not for the paper, for the money. Hey, call me diamond cause I'm shining. Hey, and you basic, I don't want it. Spend the paper like it cost me. Bend the paper, take some money. What you mean, drop the addy? 8 inside the leader, fucked around and dropped the address. Now I'm focused on her body. Shorty foreign, call her rowdy. She spent her rackets at the Audi. No.
All right, so far this song is cool to me. So T Swayze just gave some feedback about the last song, but his feedback about the last song actually fits this song more than me. This song is kind of one-dimensional. I don't think the mix is great. Obviously, it's a draft, and so probably looking to get a little bit of a tune-up on the draft, on the mix, which is fine. But his flow is just kind of boring to me. He's not saying anything that's really hooking my ear. There's nothing that's maybe raised my eyebrows and be super excited. He rides the beat well, and he's saying some cool, some slick things, but it's just not really capturing my attention. Right now, this is probably about a C. Sounds like A Boogie. Exactly, I agree 100%. I don't really care for A Boogie's music, so.
Oh, Crystal, she my jeweler. She threw it back, had me questioning my future. Put a glove on the stick just in case I got a shooter.
Like that bar right there was dope. Put a glove on the stick just in case I got a shooter, and he's talking about a chick, so he's talking about his dick, and he's talking about having sex. So that was actually a very dope kind of double entendre thing right there, but his delivery is kind of flat.
She keep a Glock, I keep a Ruger. I spin the block for your medulla.
Bro, thank you.
Moving fast, but she a cougar.
Real quick pause for a point. I meant to bring that up where I talked to mom. So I talked to my mom probably about 20 minutes before I came on here, and time, you're right. So I think the most awkward moment of the whole thing, and I should have said something to her. I'm gonna tell her tomorrow. Her blessing. She was trying to be like a Baptist priest, and she was like, it was real weird. At one point I thought she was crying, but I looked at her. She wasn't crying. I think she was going for dramatic effect. Extremely weird. Thank you for pointing that out. That was highly awkward. That's a fact. Anybody else got awkward moments from their Thanksgiving? Let us know. Let's get back into Bonnie Clyde from Frederick.
You peaked in high school, you a loser. And that's the reason you gon' lose her. And that's the reason she my lover. But what you know, I kinda love her, ayy. Whip fast, 2-seater like a scooter. Feeling stiff, call the doctor, he my jeweler. Think fast, cause I'm chopping off medullas. Bless you, then I'm coming for the oblongata. 12 got the drop, flew with the chopper. Catch me, I'm a goner. Barn with some llamas, yellow bone from the Bahamas. She's exotic from the islands. If I glow this cause the gold inside the coat is me, myself inside a diamond.
So dude can clearly rap. That's not the problem. I think if we get some ad-libs, maybe he doubles a couple parts so they have a little bit more fullness, a little bit more richness, I think the song can be better. It's a C for me right now, right down the middle. It's very listenable. I don't have a problem listening to it, but I'm not excited to hear more. And so probably gonna cut it off right there. Not a bad track at all. I would say get the ad-libs, get the mix-up, and maybe double certain parts for emphasis. I think it could be a better song. Okay, you think he sounds Nigerian? That's a fact. So Wifey just made a good point. I don't know if y'all have ever played Cards Against Humanity, but I think it was on Tuesday night. We were at my aunt's house, and it was my aunt, it was my mom, it was the wife, it was one of my aunt's friends who's, kind of middle-aged, and we were playing Cards Against Humanity with them. And if you ever play Cards Against Humanity, like, the object is to make the most ridiculous answer ever. You want people to laugh. And some of those cards are disgusting. I mean, they talk about aborted fetuses, they talk about bukkake, they talk about all this just really disturbing things. And playing that with your family is a definite no. So that was awkward. That was a good point. Tom, you're probably lucky you weren't there for that. That was not a good time. All right, let's get into this next joint. So that was Frederick, Bonnie and Clyde. He's probably going to be looking back at this. So if you guys have any criticism, please put it in the chat so he can read that as he listens to me run my mouth and know how to improve the track. And that was actually sent to us by way of the homie RJB, a producer that he knows did 2 tracks. So I'm going to come back to the other track. For now, we're going to get into another submission on Reddit. The Making Hip Hop thread is where we pull all of this music from. So we'll get into that one in just a minute. This is actually a joint off of YouTube. We'll get that going briefly for you, for the people. But yeah, that Cards Against Humanity. If you play that with parents, man, that's just like gross. It's not a fun thing to do. So we're about to get into this joint. This is a guy named Illicit. And I heard a little bit of this. I was more interested in the actual, he did like a little video to it. And I was more interested in that, to be honest with you, than I was the actual raps. But I didn't listen to a lot of it, so maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. Let's find out right now.
Say what I want, illicit. Say what I need, 2019. I need the dough, keep it fucking real.
Now look at these dudes get mowed down. I think this is Sicario. This is disturbing.
Say what I want, yeah. Say what I need, I need the dough, I need the fucking fame. Looking at me, boy, what the fuck expecting from me? All this stupid bullshit, it just seems so unreal. Yo, just a fish, all I do is a real. Looking at me, gangster, just keep it fucking real. I'm tired of all the bullshit, I just need to buy a hit. He told me to stay low until April, but I'm so lit. I don't need no permission, I fuck you, she miss me. It's so funny cause he dad wanted to kill me. Illicit and girls, that's dismissible. Cause you fucking miserable. Biblical the shit lyrical, never touch God, I'm a sinner.
So the homie next to Apollo says it sounds like Stormzy. Let me see if I got any. So he doesn't give us any real clues on where he's from. He just said it was his 3rd track that he's done today. So I don't know what to make of it. It doesn't sound good because the mix is poor. I don't really know what he's talking about. I'm actually kind of having a hard time hearing it. I want to turn it up, but I don't want to blow you guys' eardrums out of the water by doing so. You know, it is okay. I mean, it's just okay. It's probably a C-. Oh, the big homie Solo's in the building. One of the highlights of my trip to Chicago was meeting up with that man right there playing the Oculus. Hey, yo, I wish I'd had time to come back and get in on that Oculus action because that seems super dope. Turn it up a smidge. Yes, I can. That is not a problem. Gonna turn that up a little bit for my man Sly. So let's get back into this. This is Illicit. Say What I Want.
Believe in myself first of all. This life, I just fucked it like I fucked your daughter. Cause she's spastic. Look at me like what the fuck you wanna say. Go against me, nothing left to say. Say what I want. Say what I need. I need the dough. I need the fucking fame. Say what I want. Say what I need. I need the dough. I need the fucking fame. I fuck this verse, I'll fuck the next one. Stand in my way, you'll be the next one. 1-to-1, 1-on-1. Making a mistake when to drown by a gun.
So I think part of the problem for this song for me is I'm not from the particular region that this dude is from, so I have a hard time hearing him. I'm not that interested in anything other than the beat. The beat to me was dope, but the what he's saying, I don't know. And I think I need somebody that is actually from that region or can understand him a little bit better. Okay, shouts, I got you, fo. Appreciate that, bro. I'll do the best I can on that. It is kind of slow, and I just don't know what he's talking about. It's really just not that interesting to me. Shouts to RJB. Thank you for sending people our way, man. Appreciate that. That's huge. That's what's up. Appreciate that. Yeah, Solo was dope. Got over to his crib. If y'all don't know, Solo has been a long time supporter of what we do and was at his crib, man. Him and his homie Randy. I know Randy's probably in the background right now. You guys have these dudes. If you guys think you got a good hustle making music, you don't. Cause their hustle, they probably got 200 songs in the vault, just chilling. Shouts to the homies, Shamar. What's crackalating with you, my dude? Yeah, if you think your work ethic as far as musically is great, you're not close. Because these dudes are making 4 or 5 songs a week. And what I appreciated most about the homie Solo is he admits, like, you know, they're not all crazy great songs, but there's gems in there. And I told those guys, yo, you got to pick 10 or 12 of the best songs to put an album out, because they got music just crazy. 200 plus songs in the vault. It's insane. Sorry, I can't speak English. So let's get off of this illicit joint. To me, the song's a C minus, maybe a D. It's like a 70 out of 100. I think musically the guy knows what he's doing. He has his own definable style, but I'm just not digging it. And thank you for correcting me, Solo. 1,000 songs in the vault. He was just scrolling for a long time, so I made a guess. A lot of songs. Yeah, it's just this isn't fantastic to me. Maybe somebody from across the pond could let me know if they like it, but not really doing it for me. If you guys have more feedback for the homie, let him know. To me, this is a 70. It's a C minus. We'll get into this next one, and I'm gonna try not to hit the table as I apparently have been doing because I'm heavy-handed. Let's get into the next joint. So this was actually something that was sent to our inbox. The ESMR inbox, ESMR0775@gmail.com. For those that don't know, go ahead and send your music through. I got a couple submissions I'm gonna get to. One of the ones I'll be getting to next, T Swayze and next Apollo. I got joints from you guys both coming up shortly, so hang tight with us. We're gonna get into this next one. This is, let me make sure you guys can see that out there. I got a bunch of stuff going on, so my apologies. Just want to make sure you can see it on your end. All right, this is Living Legend this is Living Legend with Cellophane, sorry. And so this is somebody, I think his name is Benjamin Miller, maybe. Miller Mills is what he goes by. But shouts on sending this through. He says the feedback has been really helpful that he's gotten from this page on some of his more experimental tracks. He's curious to see what we think about this one. So let's give him some good feedback if you like it or if you don't. This is Living Legend with Cellophane. Nope, maybe not. All right, there we go. Sorry about that.
As I slide into this DM, you don't see these notches on the weekend. Can't wait until you drift into the deep end. No need to pretend I don't need friends. What's a heartbreak to a heart attack? Looking like you lost and forgot your task. Racing through the night and another glass. Just an afterthought, now it's yours at last. Showing out, tried to win the first place. Looking back like we still got Mag Dre. Look up on my face like it's a bad taste. As we go from the past days to the last days. Moving half pace, watch them sashay. Everybody selling like they got the ad space. Watch your cap space, turn your world into an ashtray. In the fast lane, always think about my cash game. Don't sell a thing to me. That's cellophane to me.
I'm not in love with this. I don't know what he's talking about. I think it's kind of strange to me. I don't necessarily know what he's talking about, and that's what's tough for me. If I don't understand, what you're getting at, I don't get it. T Swayze says not a rapper, and I kind of understand what he's saying. Sounds like Aesop Rock a little bit to the homie Solo. I could see that. I can't wait to hear this collab. I didn't even know y'all were working together. RJB and T Swayze sound like they got something popping. I'm hyped for that because y'all are both excellent rappers, so I'm very excited for that. We'll give a couple more minutes to our homie Benjamin Miller. I'm not feeling this. The beat is kind of interesting to me, but whatever you're talking about is not resonating with me because I don't get it. I want to listen to some more of the bars and see if I can kind of piece it together, but at this point, it's not doing a ton for me. So let's get back into it. Not a rapper. Okay, so shouts to Cohen. Hey, if you've been joining us, shouts to Mark as well. I'm getting through all. If you came here from Reddit, I'm getting through all the Reddit tracks. Stay with us though. You might have to pop in, pop out. If you have to leave, let me know and I'll try to move yours up. I got a big K. I don't know. I got a big queue of music that I'm pulling from, so I will get to your songs. Thank you for rocking with us. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't. Please subscribe to the page. We do this every Friday night at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. It just so happens we're on tonight because we were flying back from the Midwest last night and extremely tired. Shouts to wifey. She was in the stream. She might be asleep at this point. She would love to be here as well, but she got very ill due to the cold climate out there in Illinois. So let's get back into this homie living legend and see if we can figure out if we like this or not.
Don't sell the fame to me. That's sell the fame to me. Heard them talk shit, turn around like they wasn't. Just a fucking Sam, pick them out by the dozen.
Hey, appreciate that. Thank you, Susan. That's so sweet.
I don't make it rain, I don't never get done in. Tell it how it is, never been to get blunted. Coming up short like your growth got stunted while I'm hopping on a plane from the States into London. It's my turn, gotta show them how it's done. I don't never lose, you don't win enough. I'ma make a move, you'll be making fun. I'll be making rules while you'll be making lunch. Break into the whole lease, take about a half. Keep one on deck, keep one in the stash. Keep one under wraps, brought one for gas. Pushing talent to the limit like Dame and Dash. Don't sell a thing to me. That's cellophane to me.
So I want to say about this song, dude, he can rap. He just doesn't have great content. I know a couple of y'all in the chat were saying he couldn't rap. I don't think I agree with that. I think his raps are okay because the last few bars he put together were fairly coherent. He had a nice little metaphor at the end there, or a simile as it may be. But what I don't like is the fact that none of it's interesting. I think with a beat like this, you could probably do some really interesting things, but it just wasn't done here. I think on a beat like this, you got to come very lyrical, and you probably got to go somewhere kind of dark because the beat is dark. So the homie Solo saying Aesop's voice with dumbed down lyrics doesn't mean it offensively. Aesop's just on another level. That's facts. That's facts. That's all facts. So the homie Solo likes it. I hope you're checking out. If you watch this back, I hope you're looking at the chat. Solo, I can see why Solo likes this. This is a little bit more in the vein of some things he might put together, I think. So to me, I'm not in love with this track. To me, this is like a D+. I'm not a fan. I wouldn't listen to it again. I do think all the constructive parts of a song are there, and as far as the rapping piece of it, I think you can rap. I just think you're not rapping about anything that's interesting. So that's my take on this joint. 7 out of 13 from the homie Solo. Some people are rocking with it, so it's definitely not a complete miss. But we're going to go ahead and get into the next one. So everybody out there that's paying attention right now, that's rocking with us, I appreciate you. What do you guys think about SUVs? Does anybody in the thread have an SUV? I had a chance to drive a Dodge Durango. I think it was a 2018 or 19. It was really dope. But the one thing I hated was it automatically turned on the heated seats and the heated steering wheel. And I know some of y'all out on the East Coast, but if anybody's in cold climates, I don't like the heated steering wheel. The heated steering wheel is like really hot. I couldn't hold it at one point. And when we first got into the car, it came on automatically, so I couldn't hold the steering wheel, and I couldn't figure out how to turn it off right away because I'm not always bright. So, which one of y'all have... Oh, the Viper was ridiculous. Yeah, the Viper was crazy. All right, let's get into this next one. We're going to jump into the box real quick. I got 2 in the box currently. Let's get into the first one. We're going to do Next Apollo's joint. Actually, I got T Swayze up here, so we'll start with that first. Next Apollo. I got to download it, though. I got to admit, I don't appreciate having to download things. But that's all right. It's T Swayze. He's Revenger Crew family, so we'll go ahead and do that for him. But I'm not a fan. All right, let's get into it. This is the new T Swayze. If y'all don't know T Swayze, he's out here in Arizona. He seems like a real good dude. Seems like an even better rapper. I'm just kidding. He seems like a great dude and a great rapper. But let's get into this. I always love music from him. Let's see what we got.
I'm about to piece shit, but niggas out here crazy. I might just cop a piece, bitch. Baby, it's T Swayze and it's Waverly. You seasick. Really no debating, all that hating do not mean shit. Nigga, if you sleeping on me,
Charles Cohen.
Pussy nigga power up. Man, that's worth the snotty nose. Nigga, you a bitch, it ain't no secret, everybody knows. Only thing that's different about you is now you got a pose. Don't you ask about what hood I grew up in. Man, eviction notes led straight to my corruption. Who, what, when, where, I don't give a fuck in. You can take your mixtape and put it with your top 10. I don't got a Glock, cause these cocksucking niggas only cop for the hoes and the thoughts on the Insta. When I pull up on your block, niggas drop in the instant. Nah, I'm playing, let me stop, that was not my intention. I'ma arm the blacks with Glocks and them Glocks with extensions. And when you see the cops, they don't stop cause there's tension. And when you heard them shots, put a stop to the lynches. Motherfuckers sick and...
Hey, first off, let me say, you guys are a great pair together because T Swayze goes in one lane and the way he came on the track, the way Cohen came on the track went a complete different way. So hearing the contrast of y'all two rappers is actually really cool.
And the wishing, damn, motherfuckers getting reparations. It's a lot of AKs and a little patience. It's a lot of AKs and a little patience. It's a lot of AKs and a little patience. I don't got a gun because I'm about to piece shit. But I might just cop a piece, bitch. But I might just cop a piece, bitch.
I'm with that action, yeah. Bees blasted, streets so tragic, yeah. What's happening? Fucking all these bitches, man. I need my John Spanish. Gotta...
Oh, wait a minute. The first, that still might have been T Swayze in the beginning. I might have got that wrong. But either way, I like how it changed direction in the middle of it. That was dope. So I need to know, Coleman, where do you come in at? Is this you right here? Okay, so that was you the whole time. Well, shouts to T Swayze. That was dope because you differentiated your sound. I thought that was a whole nother rapper. So that was real cool how you did that. I like that.
So big, kick back, be hard to manage. I'm steady packing, my nigga, I'm never lacking. I stay strapped in my nigga, we can get at it. Niggas run their mouth too much, boy, I see a laughing. Only father was the streets, my nigga, I'm a bastard. And I'm trying to kill my nigga, I got rank now. Moving with that bitch body up, have it sent across the border. You can't find a nigga like me, and that's word to my daughter. Psych, bitch, nah, you ain't got one. Can't trust these hoes, I ain't find me the right one. Bitches out here choosing, I'm just trying to pipe some. Fuck with your nigga.
Hey, so Cohen, how long you been rapping, dog? You actually have this is a very good flow. I just think you got to define it a little more. And I also don't know, where is this song at? Is this the final form? Or are y'all about to go in and do some final touches on it? Because I think, Cohen, your verse is good and it's very distinctive, but I think you got to put something behind it. And I think you got to emphasize some of those words and punch it a little more. I feel like you were rapping with a little less confidence than you probably have. Hearing this verse, you sound like a confident person, but I think you got to punch this verse a little bit harder and maybe do some ad-libs over the top of it to really bring through the sound a little bit more. But you clearly have a good style. So I like what I'm hearing. The song is good so far. I really like how it sounds like it's three different people. Obviously, T Swayze changed it up and he kind of went to a different lane. And then we got another change up when Cohen comes in, but it all sounds good. It's very, what am I trying to say? It all goes together well. It sticks well. It molds together well. So I like it.
Damn, motherfuckers getting reparations. It's a lot of AKs and a little patience. It's a lot of AKs and a little patience. It's a lot of AKs and a little patience. I don't got a gun because I'm about to piece shit. But I might just cop a piece, bitch. But I might just cop a piece, bitch.
Yeah, I'm rocking with this. So it's interesting, Solo, what you just said. Lil Wayne says that all his songs are unfinished. Technically, you could say that about any song. Because I know Kanye West has said things in the past like he wants to make records so they're a continuous work of art. Like, so he can always go back and change them and do something different to them. So, you could always say that. I like this track. If I had to rate this track right now as it is, kind of in its raw form, it's a C. It's a C because of how it's built right now. You get back in there, you polish up the sound, the mix on it. Cohen, I want you to go in and punch those verses. And then I think it's gonna move up to probably like an A, honestly. The song sounds good. It just needs a solid mix on it. It just needs a little bit more, like even in the hook, I think you might want to double that hook up, make that hook sound a little bit stronger. But definitely a great, if you're sketching something or doing a blueprint, that's fantastic. But I don't doubt that, and I don't doubt that the homie T Swayze is always working with good artists. So I know he's linking with RJB. He knows how to find good artists. Yeah, music is like Play-Doh. That's an excellent comparison, Solo, because that's a fact. You can always change something. You can always make it different. So I think that would be dope. Also, you remind me of a Viking, dude. Y'all don't have a chance to see Solo. If I had a picture, I'll put it up. But he has like the long hair, but he's really peaceful. He reminds me of like a Viking or something. All right, let's move on. Let's get into this next one. And so that's going to be from the bro Next Apollo. So he made a beat using an old sample. We'll see what it sounds like. I don't think Silas is in here. I saw you say something about Silas giving a review on it. I don't know if you want to wait for Silas or if you want to shoot him I don't know if you want to shoot him or what you call it and tell him oh, where'd it go? It's gone. All right, well, you're going to have to send it again, bro, because it's not there. I don't know if you took it down or what, but it's not there. So Next Apollo, let me know, bro. I want to make sure I get that played. So make sure you get that back out to me. Let's move on for now until we get another track from the homie Next Apollo. This is going to be a dude. He said he just dropped his first song after learning how to produce a little bit, but he still used somebody else's beat. It's a laptop mic, so it's gonna sound bad. So we already know that. We can kind of forgive him for that because he told us. Okay, so what happened Next Apollo? I was looking forward to playing that. Yes, Vikings are known for raping and pillaging. You look like a Viking, bro. I don't know what you want me to do about that. I don't think the rape and pillage part is anywhere near accurate because you're a very docile dude. But you know, you look like one. So I don't know what to tell you about that, bro. I apologize. All right, let's get into this next one. This is Jay East with Light Up. Let's check it out. All right, cool. We'll get into that next. My brother, next. We'll get into you next.
I just got the bag, hop in the coupe, I'm doing the dash. Ups my ass, and it goes zoom, I just be going too fast. Sirens going off, it's my alarm, I'm late for class. Enter the dragon, aka mad, I only showed up to crash. Shoot at the shit, everyone falls to the ground. Got all the dogs, and it came straight from the pound. Pick up the pound, open the windows, all of us really be loud. Why you so clapped? It's only some gas. Bitch, you was stupid, you look like a clown. I don't got time, I just drop all of the rounds.
First of all, let me say this. This actually sounds pretty good for being made on a laptop with the laptop mic. I think he actually did a fantastic job for using that type of equipment. The song to me is cool. It doesn't do a lot for me. The beat is really interesting. I think this kind of a beat, I could actually see it do like Kanye doing an incredible verse to. But, you know, he's talking about things that really don't resonate to me, so I'm not that interested. And the flow isn't that interesting either. It's very basic, so I'm not too tuned into it. Solo said he's not feeling it. I agree with Next Apollo. More energy, better lyrics. I agree with both of those things. It's not something that blows you out the water, but it's solid. Let's give it a couple more minutes.
Weak, all of us finishing pounds. We so geeked. After we light up these trees, I cannot even open the door. I have to finger it with the whole key. I'm just like Brady, I stay making plays. I don't get hit, yeah, that's how I'm raised. Smoking the gas, but I don't get paid. I'm trying to snack on that fish or fillet. Drop out of school cause I got feeling great.
Dude said he's trying to snack on a fish fillet. Can't be mad at the honesty on that. Not a lot of people saying they're snacking on fish fillets. It's original. I agree with Next. This does sound like something you would hear Cardi do something to. Yeah, man, it's just not that interesting. It's just not that interesting. I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds just to show some love to the homie. I think he has something there, but he has to drill down a little bit more as far as what he wants to be. This also sounds like it might have been freestyle. So if this was freestyle, you get a lot of points. If this was written, you lose some points because this wouldn't be a very good written. But if it's a freestyle, this is kind of cold.
Get my own medicine, how does it taste? Right to the top, bitch, stay in your place. Put on the pod, I don't hear what you say. I just got the bag, hop in the coupe, I'm doing the dash. Ups my ass, and it goes zoom, I just be going too fast. Sirens going off, it's my alarm, I'm late for class. Enter the dragon, aka mad, I only showed up to crash. I got some hate on me, but I really just accept it. I'm feeling the energy, I'll show you who the best is. The king of New York, but I got influence in Texas. Made it past 17, yeah, while I be swerving so reckless. Hey, I just want to...
Yeah, all right, I'm not that interested in that. That's probably going to be another D for me. I'll say it's a D plus. He said some interesting things. He was actually talking about his life, talking about he's from Texas. I learned that he's in college. He mentioned shooting people. I don't buy that at all. But I think there's some potential here. I think you got to get a better mix. You got to probably get a studio mic, probably upgrade your situation a little bit. Also, man, for those that don't realize, it does lack energy and effort. Shouts to the homie B-Rex. Yeah, definitely a monotone flow. It does lack energy. I wouldn't say it lacks effort. He clearly put effort into the song. It's a 2-minute song. He put some effort into it. But the energy's not there. It doesn't speak to me of having a lot of confidence. And I also feel like you gotta pick your lane. If you're gonna make this kind of song, this actually, as much as I like people being personal in their music, with a song like this, you don't need to be personal at all because no one expects that. So if you do that in this kind of a mindset, I would dance to this drunk at a house party, drinking out of a keg. That would be where I listen to this and I party. But you're talking about actual things about who you are, and this is the one time where it really doesn't fit. So, I'm not overly impressed. Let's get into this next Apollo joint because the homie sent his song back again. So we're gonna get that popping right now if I can get it. More T Swayze too. Shouts to homie T. All right, here we go. Let's get into this next Apollo because next Apollo is Revenger Crew. Bro, that one's not open either. What's going on? Just so you can see that it's not open, I'm going to make sure I'm going to put it up here so you can clearly see that it's not just me. I'm trying to get your joint played. So what we'll do is we'll continue to move on. And let me make sure I open the right one because I don't want it to be my fault. But it's definitely not playing. Let me see. Nope. All right, well, try again next Apollo. I promise we'll play it. I promise we'll do that. Well, you see, I opened it, so it's not on me. All right? I just don't want you to be mad at me like I'm not trying to play your music. All right, let's get into one more submission. Actually, so we got a Young Sko submission. I don't know where Young Sko's at. I ain't seen him in a minute, but regardless, we're gonna play the homie's music because he holds us down. Excuse me, I'm drinking a vanilla Coke right now, and the carbonation is causing a little bit of gaseousness, so I apologize for that. Let's see here. So what was the best part of y'all holiday besides eating? Do y'all have y'all Christmas tree up? So I went to my brother's crib and I spent the night over there, and I was like, I felt a little bad about my life because the Christmas tree was up and they had presents underneath the tree already, and we don't have ours up. Granted, it's still November, thankfully, but we don't have our tree up, and I felt like a horrible father and parent because I was like, damn, we far behind. But I think she also is just a planner and she's really prepared. So shouts to my sister-in-law, Tremaine. Let's get into this next one. This is the homie Young Sko submission from the bro Young Schofield. Hope he catches this. Dude is amazing and we love him. So let's get into that. This is Young Sko with, I want to say it's Dreamin', D-R-M-N, Dreamin'. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Young Sko. What's up, girl? I saw you over here looking at me. What's up, girl? And I thought I'd come over and say, hey, what's up, babe? What's up? Shawty. Got a shawty. Got a shawty. Yeah. Got a shawty. I got a shawty named Vanessa. Never failed to impress her. She always on my line.
Hey, real quick, shouts to the homie Solo. Hey, go be with the fan, man. Thank you for even taking a minute to pop in here. Fantastic meeting you, bro. And I'm looking forward to some beats. I want to rip something, so please send something through. You are a dope human being, and I'm glad to know you, bro. Pleasure to meet you. Let's get back in the Young Sko. Hey, shouts to RJB. Listen to the man. He's intelligent. If you haven't hit that like button, do that. Appreciate you, my guy.
He's on my mind. I called that girl Vanessa. I met her at the bank. First time I laid eyes, I fell in love with the shape. Crazy with a lot of leg. No, we pop a lot of tags. Jetting out with no leg. 4.0, that's a jag. Cause we cruising in the fast lane. She my dime, she my dame.
All right, we love the homie Young Sko. I want to be very clear about that before I say anything about this song. But I don't like this. This is probably the worst song I've heard you do. The auto-tune sounds bad. It almost sounds corny. And you haven't done any tracks that I've thought were corny. But this is corny. I got a shorty named Vanessa. Like, that's just... That's not it, man. I think you make way better music than this. I'm gonna play it out. It's only 1 minute and 41 seconds, so I can get through the end of it, but it just sounds corny. It sounds like someone trying to make a strip club song that's not doing a very good job. I'm not impressed by it.
Started out from nothing. Started out from nothing. Yeah. But I gotta stay up on my way. Gotta stay up on my way. I got a shawty named Mackenzie. She always like to text me. Yeah. She always on my line. She always on my mind. On my mind. Shorty is my stripper. She love it when I tip her. She love it when I kiss her. She love it when I dick her. Even though when I'm gone, I never ever miss her.
All right, Sko, you my guy, man.
Cross mountain ranges.
Young Sko is my guy, but that ain't it. That is not the move right there. That is probably, and I got to keep it real with you because you're my guy. Hey, shouts Momo. Momo, what happened? We supposed to get lunch, man. I know my day got away from me, so I apologize. It's on me, too. Yeah. Oh, you say it's ironic. Okay, so maybe he wasn't trying to be serious. If that was like a jokey type song, if that was like a parody, I'm with it, but nah, man. That was... No, facts. Sounds like a love song someone made for their girlfriend in high school. Yeah, somebody that's not that musical. And the thing about Sko is very musical, but that was not the move. That's a D-, man. That's as close to an F as I'm probably gonna ever give somebody. I was not feeling that in the least bit. Sko, you make better music than that. Let us know, man. I'm gonna hit you up, man. Tell me if that was a joke or if you were just, like RJB said, trying to be ironic, because that wasn't the move there. Let's get into this next one. This is another joint, I believe, from Reddit. Yeah, this is AB Not Normal. New Pantheon family right here. I haven't heard this one at all, so I'm interested to see what it sounds like. The homie AB Not Normal makes pretty good music, and most of his songs are pretty solid. So let's see what happens on this one. This is AB Not Normal, Can't Pay for Respect. Let's go.
Got your check laying in my bed, but I don't take no rest, bitch, I lay when I'm dead. I gotta collect checks, gotta pay all the rent. I'm making big moves, spending days with a set. You can't pay for respect. Gotta earn that shit, you want some chronic smoke, I'ma burn that clip. Bet I get a hole, gotta firm that slit. I'm fucking your whole neighbors, hurt that bitch. Stripes on my shoulders, not a chip, more like a boulder. I can't fake, I'm getting older, drip like lakes in Minnesota. It's getting late, I'm whipping a soda while I'm baked.
This is cool. He just not talking about nothing, so I don't have a problem with it. I like his voice. His voice always sounds very distinctive, like you could tell it's him, but the lyrically it's not doing a ton.
Bitch, we ain't going broke, you know what's all. Too much stress, my quotas all price spiked up. Bitch, leave, I don't give a fuck. My new bitch, you won't get enough. And it's a plus that we multiply. I'll cripple you, cut your blood supply. Them hills is where I must reside. Spend a weekend getting my ducks in line. I shoot. Better check my history, nigga. You a fraud, you a mystery, nigga. Yo, bitch, being on Sicily with you. Took some L's, now I'm a victory getter. Better check my history, nigga. You a fraud, you a mystery.
Yeah, I don't like this. The mix is also bad on this. I'm actually gonna cut this off. It's okay. I mean, the thing is it doesn't present anything. It actually comes off to the ear kind of harshly. Agree with Sis, man. The mixing can definitely be better. Bars, yeah, the bars don't match. He's actually forcing a lot of the things he's saying. I don't know that this is the greatest beat for him. I'm gonna go ahead and have to get this to D as well. He's had way better songs than this. I would say if I had to give some criticism, don't force the lyrics. Don't force the flow. He's really trying to be aggressive, but it doesn't work on this song. And I think he wrote this quickly. Maybe take the time out and make sure your lyrics land where you want them to land and they give the sound that you really want them to give. But to me, this is not very good from AB. AB is a really good artist. He didn't really do his thing on this one. I'm a little disappointed. But, you know, that's all right. I know he's going to come with some heat next week, and so I'll be excited to hear that. Let's get back into the box and actually do another joint from our resident rap superstar. I'm going to call him a superstar. The man is young, but I believe in him that much. Let's get into this T Swayze. He sent us another joint. I think my man's has a chance to be great, and so we're gonna go ahead. Actually, No, I take it back. Yeah, we'll get into T Swayze. Okay, so I got Next Apollo sent to join again. We're gonna try to get that working. So not finished and still waiting on a feature. This is one from T Swayze. T Swayze, if I like it, I got your feature, bro. If you'll have me. Let's see what it sounds like though. This is T Swayze, Little Richard. The Box. Richard Pryor, gotta love that. Oh, this is clean. This beat is super clean. I wonder where T comes in at. A lot of space on this, bro. If you come in later, let me know.
I didn't know when to start this song, but the first verse I'll get it out to right my wrongs. Used to pray for the hearse cause I'd fight too long. Now my days are getting worse as I light this bomb. As I tell you life gets better, mine is getting worse. Praying for a casket every day until I see a hearse. Niggas I played football with was chilling up on 51st, asking for $1 and some change just to get a perk. Nigga, get some knowledge, use your brain, man, go get some work. Your parents ain't making out the mud for you to play here in the dirt. Niggas make it out the slums but can't straight for moving work. Cardi made it out the strip.
Wait a minute, T. I gotta call you out on something, bruh. Didn't I hear these same lyrics on Classic? I'm pretty sure those same lyrics are on Classic because I like that song a lot. And I'm 95% sure you spit half of that before. So I don't like that. I gotta take you to task for that. Stop recycling shit, man. You way too good for that. But tell me if I'm wrong, though. I don't want to be wrong and say that. But I'm 95% sure you said half of that verse was in Classic. Tell me if I'm wrong. Shout to the homie. He got lyrics. Our resident Revenger crew member Devin is in the building. Devin, I hope you got your shirt, bro. Let me know. I want to make sure everybody got their shirts because we paid money for these shirts, so I want to make sure all y'all got them. I think the majority of people have had them delivered. It was stupid on my part to have them sent out during Thanksgiving week. That wasn't thinking on my end. Nonetheless, all right, I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I don't have $500. I bet you $10 though. I can bet you $10 confidently. Okay, you got it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I gotta stop hitting the table so much. Fo tried to tell me, but yeah, I'm gonna check it after this because that's how confident I am. I've heard those bars before, or maybe you just sent them to me and they weren't in the song yet. But I feel like I've heard them before. All right, let's get back into it because I do like it.
Her booty twerk and it's tragic, nigga. Sometimes I just wish that I wasn't in love with rapping, nigga. Sometimes I just wish I was nothing more than a trapping, nigga. So some years ago I'd have ride and died up in traffic, nigga. But right now I'm slaving away to make a classic, and it's hard to be original when you love the classics, and you can't lead the revolution if you love your masters. You can't make.
You're talking about classics in the verse though, T Swayze. You're talking about classics in the verse. I don't know. I feel like it might have been recycled. I don't know.
Niggas own your masters and you can own it all, but you still must pay your taxes. If you never tried and you don't know that you'll fail. If you in church and you sinning, nigga, you gon' go to hell. Ripping shit that you ain't bout is bound to leave you fucked as well. And I came up in Arizona, so my whole life felt like hell, nigga. Hell, nigga. Solid, never.
Why y'all trying to get me to give up money? What's going on? All right, first things first. I feel like I've heard a lot of that verse before, so I can't give it a proper score without knowing that. Secondly, where'd you get that beat from? Because everybody loves that beat. Thirdly, I agree with Momo. I would sound cold on this. So if I can check out that you haven't recited those lyrics before, I got a verse for you if you'll have it from me. No, you're not going to gas me into playing your shit just because. I'm going to play it offline when I have time to study it. And I got the files, so I'm going to play this back. You're not about to get me, and I don't want to look stupid on camera. So all of those reasons dictate. But what I will do is when we come back next week, I will admit if I'm wrong, because I am that kind of man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll speak on it. But if you'll have me, I would love to put a verse in that. But I got to make sure you didn't double dip those verses, so we're going to investigate. To me, if all of that's new material, which I question, that's a solid beat. I mean, you always got bars, man. That's not even a question. The beat is super dope. And obviously the homie Momo, who is a very stringent grader, she likes it. So you're doing something right for sure. And, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was good. I love that beat though. I want to find out where you got that beat from. All right, let's try to get into this next Apollo. We've been trying to do this for a minute, so let's give it a shot. I also have to download this, which is fine because as long as we get to play it, I'm not tripping. So, next question for my family out there, my Revenger crew. Have y'all done y'all Christmas shopping? Because I know a lot of y'all don't have kids. God bless you. But we got 3, and I just realized this is about to be December 1st, and we haven't even started. So we're gonna need a little help from Santa. But we're kind of behind in that game. I was hanging out with our 2 oldest kids, Isabel and Landon, this morning, and I had them make out lists. So I got an idea of what kind of things that need to be acquired. So we'll be doing that. But how far along are you guys on your Christmas shopping? Also, at T Swayze, holla at my homie S. Jones, Faux. You can find him. He is on Instagram at FauxDameDash, FauxDameDash. Faux, tell me if I'm wrong about that, but y'all need to connect because the homie Faux has got great ideas when it comes to mixing. His brain is definitely special. So if you guys need shoes, holla at the homie Devin. Let's get into this. Hopefully we're ready now. Next Apollo. This is Arc Shock. Let's see what we got. Double dip the chip. B+. This is a long. Oh, Next Apollo told us it was a long intro, so that's fair. Because it is a long intro. The piano is dope though. I'm ready to hear the beat though. Ooh. It's all good, bro. Shouts to the homie Clay Drummer. Thanks for being here. So, Next Apollo. Bro, I like this beat. Oh, that's a great question. Anweezy, she might be in the thread in the chat right now. She's sick, man. So, for those that are just joining us, we flew out to Chicago last Saturday. And when we got there, the weather actually wasn't bad. It was probably in the 40s to 50s. But on the back half of the trip, so we stayed there from Sunday to Thursday. We left Friday morning at like 7. But the last 2 days there, the weather got into like the young 30s, so early 30s, 32, you know, and she's super sick, but and she actually wanted to be on the stream tonight. She was like, can I be on the stream? But the thing is, she has no voice. So I was like, no, why would you do that? But she's such a trooper. She wanted to be here, and she loves y'all, man, and she was hurting to be here, but anyway, so back in the Next Apollo's joint, this is a Martin Scorsese song. You need to send this to some kind of movie house because this sounds like the end of a mob movie where the main character is murdered by his best friend. Like this has all the parts of a soundtrack type of song. This isn't, in my opinion, I couldn't see anybody rapping on this. This isn't a rap song. I couldn't see anybody really singing on it. Shouts to the homie Young Sko. Young Sko, I hope you still love me, bro. I totally trashed your song. I was not a fan of it. I know you've done better music. So I can give you the time if you want to go check out. I wrote it down for you. I reviewed that at 47 minutes. So if you want to go back and watch that, okay. Sync. I don't know what sync licensing means, Fo. If you want to explain that, because you know this stuff way better than I do, put us on some game. Clay, I will get to yours. Okay, you sent one in the email. I'll get to it shortly then. Appreciate that. But yeah, Next Apollo, this is dope for a movie soundtrack for sure. Let's listen to some more of it. Oh, I like a little change up. I like the flutes. Shouts to the flutes. Yeah, so I mean, everything about it. I mean, it's a really cool. Like I said, I think Martin Scorsese. I can see this. I don't know if y'all have seen The Departed. Martin Scorsese filmed The Departed, but I can see this being played at the end. And yeah, the flutes were dope. I mean, B-Rex, you know what it is. The flutes are hard. Excuse me. Yeah, I like it, man. I think it's definitely built for a movie. If it was on a movie soundtrack, I could also see it at the end of the movie where the credits are rolling. All right, so listen to so the homie Foe is ridiculous. The guy is really smart. Okay, he's intelligent, and sometimes when he talks, I just look at him and go, I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds good. With that being said, obviously sync licensing can get your music used. You get royalties whenever they play the music. Easy way to make some money. I think it's dope. If y'all don't mind, Foe, if you don't mind, maybe people can reach out to you. You just hurt my feelings on the Nipsey thing, Devin. But maybe Next Apollo can reach out to Foe. Maybe you guys can exchange contacts and you can help him out, point him in the right direction. He loves to help. He's a really great guy. I agree with Momo. It sounds like it belongs in a Sundance film. That is 100% facts. Gives the beat a 7. To me, if you put that in a movie, that's an A to me. That's an easy A to me. It could be in a lot of different movies. It could be in like a mob movie. It could be like in a sad family movie. That could be used in a lot of different places. So oh no. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. My computer kind of made a joke of me. All right, are we good now? Is the audio solid now? Sorry about that, folks. Every now and then they just like to make sure y'all are paying attention. So, are we back? Are we back? All right, we back. Sorry about that. I don't know. Listen, so we just got a new laptop and I'm trying to get it set up. But for whatever reason, I use OBS Studio. I don't know if y'all know about OBS, but OBS is pretty good. But we put it on a new laptop. It's not working right. So thanks to everybody letting me know. I appreciate y'all so much. So basically, I got to figure out how to get OBS working on the other laptop. The other laptop is newer. It's faster. It's way better than this one. This is an old junker computer. So thanks for sticking by my side through these issues. I appreciate y'all so much. All right, so this next one is another Reddit submission, Making Hip Hop thread. This is a dude by the name of Delinquent. And this is called Spider-Man featuring Lil B. Now, as soon as I saw it was featuring Lil B, I'm thinking, is this bass guy or is this just some dude that stole his name? Either way, let's check it out. Delinquent and So Loki featuring Lil B. This is called Spider-Man.
You know who really loves
Oh, not without the commercial, though.
amateur chefs, barbecuers, smorgasborders,
Sorry about this, folks.
snackers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Fry's, you can get all.
Hey, does anybody shop at Fry's?
Price with delivery and free.
Real quick pause. Does anybody shop at Fry's? I don't shop at Fry's. They're too expensive.
Why not be an online orderer? Shop our app.
Are they still talking? Also, does anybody order their groceries offline? Online grocery ordering is dope. I went to the store today with the kids because the wifey is out of commission and, you know, she always gets up in the morning and takes the kids grocery shopping. She's amazing. Let me just say, my wife is fantastic. She's a wonderful woman. But she gets up with them and she'll take them to the grocery store, typically while I'm still sleeping or I'm at the gym. And, yeah, man, going to the grocery store is terrible. It especially with 3 kids, it's god awful. So do y'all order online? If you don't order online, that's the hustle. But what happens sometimes is they don't have the right things and they auto substitute, so you don't get a choice. And if they don't have the thing you want, they'll just automatically throw in something. And I don't always love that, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, online grocery ordering. Nah, man, Fry's. If you shop at Fry's, you wasting your money. That's just I'm putting you on game, bro. Fry's is a ripoff. All right, let's get into this Delinquent. It's ready now, so let's play it and let's see what's happening. This is Delinquent and So Loki, Spider-Man.
Bitch, I live on the net. I love Mary Jane. I'ma shoot my web right on her face. Bitch, I live on the net. I love Mary Jane. I'ma Shoot my web right on her face.
He's gonna shoot his web right on her face. That's nasty.
I'm like Spider-Man. I'm like Spider-Man. I feel like Spider-Man. I'm just like Spider-Man. Cause I live on the net. I love Mary Jane. Shoot my web right.
I live on the net. I love Mary Jane, and I'm gonna shoot my web in her face. So far, this is actually really creative. All right. Yeah, no, I feel you, Caligula. It's creative. I live on the web. I love Mary Jane, and I'm gonna shoot webs in her face. I'm a fan so far.
I'm like Superman in the bitch, like I lived in Metropolis. I got like A-hoes, yo, they call me Dr. Octopus. Got a black and Hispanic, think she Miles Morales, such an animated hoe. I'm like, damn, you so childish. Oh, they poppin', oh, they capping, yeah, I bet they pop some cops and shit. And I'm the total opposite, I suck my product and Uncle Biz. My bitch got proud, she stuntin' and she tastes my...
Huge facts. This would be TikTok incredible. I'm gonna hit dude up and let him know to put this on TikTok, because you're absolutely right about that. It is creative, and you know what? He mentioned Miles Morales, he mentioned Doc Ock. I'm a comic book nerd, so that resonates to me. And he's doing a good job so far. There's nothing I don't like about it.
She spends my time, she rush it up. Your bitch got now, she sad as fucking fuck with. Bitch, I live on the net, I love Mary Jane. I'm a shoot my web right
pew, pew.
Bitch, I live on the net, I love Mary Jane. I'm a
pew, pew.
Shoot my web right on her face. I'm like Spider-Man. I'm like Spider-Man. I feel like Spider-Man. I'm just like Spider-Man. Cause I live on the net. I love Mary Jane. I'm a pew, pew. Shoot my web right on her face.
Yeah, it's Peter Park. Yeah, extra dirt. Yeah, he came through the park. Yeah, put him in the trash. Yeah, put it in the ass. Yeah, put him in her face. Yeah, put it in the base. Yeah, hit me with a mace. Yeah, come through drip it. Yeah, come through splash it.
All right, so the second part isn't as entertaining. I'm kind of bored. I will put this, excuse me. I will put this in the thread real brief. Like, I didn't need the second verse is already a little boring to me, but this is a good joint, man. Creative, interesting. I think the mix could have been a little tighter. Personally, I don't know where they did the mix at, but it's slightly harsh on my ears. But I am listening through computer speakers. To me, man, I gotta get at probably that's a solid B. So Solo's saying, so Fo is saying it's mixed well. And like I said, I got these dinky computer speakers, so he likes it. I love it. That's all good. I'm not loving this second verse, but so far this is absolutely a solid B.
Yeah, come to kiss it with the fashion. Yeah, and they make it spit, and they make it splash, and they hit them whoop, then they bring it back.
Bitch, I live on the net. I love Mary.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that verse was.
Shoot my web right on her face. Bitch, I live on the net. I love
Second verse was very garbage. That's a fact.
Shoot my web right on her face. I'm like Spider-Man. I'm like Spider-Man. I feel like Spider-Man. I'm just like Spider-Man. Cause I live on the net. I love Mary Jane. I'm a shoot my web right on her face.
Right.
She on the web. Okay. She's in bed. I know Lil B, he's the best. The bass god is my friend. Your girl looks like Spider-Man. But she got that fight.
All right, so I was super into this, but these second and third verses are absolutely trash. Oh, that's crazy. So Lil B was that actually Lil B on the track then? Because I don't know Lil B's music at all. I just remember when he was a thing, so that's all I know. But the second and third verses were hot garbage. I think if he'd have stopped the song at about 1 minute and 37 seconds, it would have been perfect. Yeah, super duper trash on these last verses. I'm gonna let this play out because I like the song, but super duper trash on the back end of these verses. Just really bad.
Hey, I know that she's not a man. It's all good, we best friends.
I live on the net. I love Mary Jane. I'm a shoot my web right on her face. Bitch, I live on the net. I love Mary Jane. I'm a shoot my web right on her face. I'm like Spider-Man. I'm like Spider-Man. I feel like Spider-Man. I'm just like Spider-Man. Cause I live on the net. I love Mary Jane. I'm a shoot my web right on her face.
All right, so that was Delinquent and So Low-Key, Spider-Man featuring Lil B. Yeah, Lil B, I don't know if that was really him. It sounds like it was based on what you guys are telling me. No, thank you. The second verse, no thank you. The hook was awesome. I gotta downgrade that because of the last two verses to a C. I was at a B with it. Very creative. I think if they need to make a remix, cut those last two rappers off, bring in two better rappers, and you got a really good joint right there. Absolutely a TikTok smash. I agree with that completely. Yeah, the end was absolutely terrible. Gucci Plane, that's funny. There are a bunch of people posting tracks with Lil B, obviously just recorded something quick on his phone. I mean, I guess that's cool. It's really stupid, though. If I was going to do that, if I was Lil B and I had a little bit of cachet like he does, I would have done it for $1. He could have done it for like, I mean, maybe he doesn't need the money, but he could have done it for like 30 and still like, you know, made it like a thing. But doing it for $1 just seems stupid. All right, Fo, I'm gonna need you to drop some of those songs in the chat because I don't know if a single song is, and if you say they're good, I believe in the things you say, so don't lead me astray. Don't change my judgment, sir. All right, let's get into this next one. So I believe my man's was here. Let me scroll up a little bit. What was his name? He was here a minute ago. I think his actual name is Clay. Clay, I don't know if you're still here, bro, but let me know. I'm about to play a song. I would like for you to actually be able to check out the response while our homie Fo gets us some Lil B tracks that are actually good. So this is Clay. I think he's in the room right now. Oh, here he is. Clay Drummer 05. This is him, and this is Sinner. So let's make sure we give our man some honest feedback because he's trying to improve his craft.
Yeah. Hey. Clay did it, bitch.
Clay did it.
Hey. You can already tell that I'm a sinner. I'm a player, yeah, I know, cause I've been in her. When this album drop, then you know I'm finna. Y'all are gonna see I ain't a beginner. You can already tell that I'm a sinner. I'm a player, yeah, I know, cause I've been in her. When this album drop, then you know I'm finna. Y'all are gonna see I ain't a beginner.
You got a G-Eazy sound to me right now. I gotta tell you off the top, it's not that interesting. It's not terrible, but it's just not that interesting.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I don't want a bitch, I don't go and get her. I don't ever chase her, I don't ever keep her. Smash and pass and you know I never feed her. In the sport and I gotta speed her. Came a long way from a beater. When you got some money, people eager. So much shot on me, you'll have a seizure. And you know I got the dopest bars. Got the freshest clothes, hottest hoes, make the bars. Got exotic bitches looking like they came from Mars. That shit on me, I ain't playing this like Avatar. Hey, I ain't really frontin', I ain't really stuntin', I ain't even trying. Why are you? You ain't really nothing, you ain't seen nothing yet. Like I'm up.
All right, Clay. First of all, yeah, Isaac, I got you, bro. Shout outs to the flutes. Big facts. I love that y'all understand that I like flutes. That got understood very quickly. I got to give y'all a lot of credit for peeping that out. Yeah, Isaac, man, we get into excuse me. Yeah, Isaac, we get into your joint next. I do have it. We'll play it here in just a minute. So Clay, I got to tell you, this is basic, bro. And I think that like you have your own story, and this is kind of a party song. I think you're going for the party vibe, but it's nothing to it that really like. The beat is ridiculous, and I think you could have done way more with the beat. I think you needed to have a concept going into a beat like this because the beat is very identifiable, but the raps you put over the beat aren't that interesting. So what you got is a really identifiable beat with some kind of like basic raps. And this doesn't really show. Yeah, exactly. RJB just said it. Oh, shouts Murder Mouth. Hey, bro, thanks for dropping in, man. Do me a favor. If you just got here, anybody that's just visiting, hit the like button. Shouts to Murder Mouth for being here, the real true JX. Appreciate that heavily, bro. If you got any music, send it through ESMR0775@gmail.com. But the homie Devin disagrees with everyone. He's really digging it. So, Devin, since you like it, you got to break down to the chat why you like it, because I'm not that interested, but you seem to like it. So, let us know, bro. Let us know why you like it. And let's listen to a little bit more of it. So since you like it, let's keep going.
I just put the pen to paper and you know I'm something. You can already tell that I'm a sinner. I'm a player, yeah, I know, cause I've been in her. When this album drop, then you know I'm finna. Y'all are gonna see I ain't a beginner. You can already tell that I'm a sinner. I'm a player, yeah, I know, cause I've been in her. When this album drop, then you know I'm finna. Y'all are gonna see I ain't a beginner. When it drop, then you see I ain't a noob. Headed to the top where I'm signing all the boobs. I ain't no fake, so I got no shit to prove. I just got a text, but you know she sent the nudes. She is picking up the phone when I hit. Pussy on deck, then you know she split. She just want me cause she know I got that whip. Shit is easy, I just go and get that slit. This a club hit, shawty looking thick. She gon' shake her ass to the beat cause it's sick. And she really just a freak.
Yeah, I think if you would have taken your time and developed the song better, because it's not like you don't have some kind of talent here. I mean, it's listenable. It's very listenable. The beat is great. Tell me, Clay, if you still in here, bro, how long did you take to put this song together? Because I feel like if you really developed the concept and an idea, it would have been so much better. And the things you're talking about are very basic rap platitudes. You know, talking about women, bitches want you, women want you. That's so elementary, man. And that kind of rap is great if you have a really distinct flow. Like when the Migos do that kind of shit, you want to listen to it. When who's the dude? 2 Chainz. When he does that kind of music, like you want to listen to it. But this doesn't seem like it's your lane. So I would be interested to hear more music from you that's maybe a little bit more personal. That kind of tells me a little bit about you as an artist. But this is just a really basic song to me. Right now, C- D+ area is cool, but it's just, it doesn't make me want to hear more.
She can get this D because she looking fit. This ain't new to me. All this jewelry got me living foolishly. Girls and nudity. I'll tell the truth, but I'm doing it so brutally. What the fuck you want? I just got immunity. You can already tell that I'm a sinner. I'm a player, yeah, I know, cause I've been in her. When this album drop, then you know I'm finna. Y'all are gonna see I ain't a beginner. You can already tell that I'm a sinner. I'm a player, yeah, I know, cause I've been.
All right, let's hop off of that. That was the homie Clay. He's in the room right now, man. I hope that you send us more music, man. And just remember, I have to remind people of this, man, because people get their feelings hurt. I am just a man on the internet, okay? I've been listening to hip-hop music a long time, but by no means am I the end-all, be-all of hip-hop music. So if you hear my review and you disagree, more power to you. Please disagree, and prove me wrong. If you got something better, man, do that. Okay, why are we talking about Jesus is King? I've heard a lot of interesting feedback on Jesus is King. I don't listen to Kanye anymore. I kind of refused after the whole slavery is a choice thing. That was it for me. So the beat's cool. He thinks the guy has potential. I agree. There's potential there. C+. Got to find his niche. I agree completely. Like I said, I'm just a dude on the internet, man. I don't know that I know everything. I just I know what I like, and for me, that wasn't necessarily it. But there is talent there. I don't think that you should stop making music. I just think I want to hear something that gives me a little bit more insight to who you are. So, okay, I got you. Yeah, I agree with you, Isaac. Funny bars are definitely helpful, man. You got to keep people's attention. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's the point of me doing this. I'm just an honest dude. I live my life that way, and you can be honest with me as well. If you hear me say something you don't like this, let me know. But I want to hear more music from you, man. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we do this every Friday night, me and the wife. The wife is dealing with her battle injuries right now. Ian, tell me the name of your song. I can review it here shortly if you're here and you're waiting. I don't have a problem doing that. So just tell me the name of it or tell me your Reddit name and I'll pull it up here shortly. Right now, let's get into the homie Isaac. He is right here ready to be reviewed. So all the folks in the chat, please give him an honest critique of his music. This is Far Away, produced by PK Beats.
Searching for realness, maybe wake up, put the pen and paper, see just where these lyrics take me. Hopefully, far away from here. It's like I don't know who I am, staring at the mirror. Scared that death won't let me live. Time to face my fears. Under stress, unimpressed by what I make a year. In terms of progress, this the most I made in years. Gotta keep going, no, I cannot get complacent here. Far away
So far, it's interesting. It has my attention. I like the tone of your voice. I like the sing-songy nature. The song feels a little sleepy. It has a distinct vibe to it. So far, you've done a lot of things right with this.
Saving now, and my patience running out. Need to get far away from you. Cut my losses, clean my closet. I'm just making room.
I actually agree with that, RJB. He does have a little Chance the Rapper like sound to his voice. I definitely hear that a little bit. Yeah, it's cool. I kind of want to hear some bars. I think if he had a conscious rapper come in on the back half of this, it would actually be pretty cold. I like how he did the far away, far away, far away from here. So he's doing some things right. Melodically, it actually sounds really good.
I'm being honest, but regardless, you just hate the truth. I won't be made a fool. Wrote this song, look what you make me do. Ain't afraid to lose someone that don't let me bloom. With that said, I got nothing left to say to you. Need to get far away from you. Far away from you. Need to get far away from you. Far away from you. Far away, far away, far away, far away. Need to.
So musically, I like a lot of the things you're doing right here, Isaac. I like the fact that you kind of play with the sound far away. For that kept my attention. The song is kind of sleepy, so you're gonna lose some people with that. I also think you gotta have a change up in a song like this. I think if you would have cut the singing at about maybe right about 2 minutes and brought in a rapper, or maybe just did something different to hold attention, you would have gone a lot farther. But the song is good. There's creativity to it. You had a great tone of your voice. The melody is really nice. I don't know that the mix is perfect. I think that could probably be, and I don't know if Foe is still in here. He knows about that better than I do, so maybe he can give you some better feedback in that regard. But the mix didn't sound perfect to me. But I do feel like you got to have a change up, but the foundations and the basics are there. So shouts to Next Apollo. He wants to help you out with that remix. I think this is a pretty good track, though. To me, this is a C+, 75 to 78 range. You're almost at a B. I think a lot of great stuff done here. I think you've got a wonderful tone in your voice, and I would love to hear more of your music. So Isaac, if you haven't already, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, send us more music, because I definitely think you have all the makings of a pretty solid artist, and I like what I heard. I'm going to play this out. I'm going to pull up the next joint, and we'll get into that in just a second. I think I actually have it pulled up, so let's finish this out, and then we're going to get into the homie Ian's song, No ID. We'll be rolling on that next.
Yeah,
That beat is dope as well. I like that beat too. All right, so let's get into this next one. This is the homie Ian with his joint No ID. He's been waiting patiently. Ian, is that you on the driver's license? That's kind of dope. It never expires. No ID. I like that. I like that's pretty creative. Did you make that? Let's get into this. This is the homie Ian Byarm, and this is No ID. Let's check it out.
Don't need no ID. Walk up in the club with no ID. I walk up in the strip club, don't need no ID. No ID. No ID. No ID. Don't need no ID. Call of Duty headshots, don't need no ID. No ID. Don't need no ID.
So the Call of Duty headshot line is already interesting to me because I caught a lot of those headshots when I was playing Call of Duty recently. I I don't know that it relates to what you're talking about, but it was a clever line nonetheless.
Walk up in the club, don't need no ID. No ID, no ID. All I do is flex what you know about me. If I'm getting money, then I'm running athlete. Girls on the scene, got no type, Swayze. Step up on the scene, fresh to death, rest in peace. All about my Benjis, no Dr.
So Ian, I'm conflicted with this, okay? Because it's catching my attention. The hook was pretty good. No ID, don't need no. That has me interested. But now what you're talking about is like, it's not really from the hook to. Sorry about that. We lost the sound again, so I just stopped talking. Yeah, no worries. We back. My apologies. It went out. I noticed it, and we got it back quickly. But what I was saying is I'm conflicted on this track because I feel like if he would have done anything to change his voice a little bit, it might have been more interesting, but it's just very one-directional, you know? So, I don't know. Let's give it some more time. I don't not like it. I don't love it. So let's see where we end up at.
People be easily offended lately. I don't wanna kick it, I am not Jet Li.
Yeah.
I walk up in the club, jewels dripping like a tub. I be everywhere, so catch me in your hub. Lately I've been feeling like I'm going downhill. I don't do no smirks, no perks, no pills. Get that alcohol and I'm damn near buzzed. Told a girl I loved her and I damn misjudged. Red outfit on like I'm covered in blood. Ice on me dripping, it's about to cause a flood. No ID, don't need no ID. Walk up.
Okay, so Ian, I don't know how long you were rapping or if you're a rapper, but I think you may be better suited to do hooks, bro. And it's no disrespect, but that verse was boring. That verse to me was like being stuck in traffic. I got through it. You know, you get home and you're like, man, that was a long day. You know, I think the hook is really solid though. So I don't know if you have other music, or I don't know how you express yourself as far as verses go. The hook was cool, but the verse was completely boring. And I gotta be honest with you, it was boring to the point where I don't want to listen to more of it. You're here right now, so I want to give everybody in the chat an opportunity to really speak on what they think about the song. And right now we don't have a lot of feedback. So folks, if you're out there and you're awake, go ahead and give him some feedback just about what you think he can improve on. But for me, the verse in and of itself, it just wasn't really interesting. It was really boring. So we're gonna continue to play it out because I appreciate you being here. Well, hey, feel free to send them through. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this one. We're probably gonna move on, but I want to get some feedback from the chat, so we'll play a little bit more.
In the club with no ID. I walk up in the strip club, don't need no ID. No ID. No ID. No ID. Don't need no ID. Call of Duty headshots, don't need no ID. No ID. Don't need no ID. Walk up in the club, don't need no ID. I be in my lane, I be in my zone. My neck straight, frozen straight, ice cream cone. Confidence is key, I can do this on my own. I am not a kid, I am fully grown. I be dressed suave, maxed up.
That's why I gotta cut you off, bro. I'm not a kid, I'm fully grown. Auto-tune is a little too much for the homie foe. Yeah, man, I gotta tell you, I think you have potential. The hook was fine. I think RJB said it really best, and I appreciate that he's in here to give that feedback. You just need a feature. You need to do hooks. And there's a lot of money to be made making hooks. Let's not be confused. Most rappers aren't that good at making hooks, okay? So there's a huge market and a huge need for dudes that can write creative hooks. So that might be your lane. I'm looking forward to hearing more of your other music. This, to me, was a D, okay? Beat was okay. Auto-tune was a little drippy. I actually agree with the homie Foe. I shouldn't say actually agree. I agree with the homie Foe. It was a little drippy, and it's just not interesting. After the hook, yeah, it's just one note, monotone. And look at the thread. Look at what people are telling you. Everybody kind of is saying the same thing. Auto-tune's too high, you know, and you got to have some variation, some variety. I agree with you, B-Rex. I was waiting for a change. There was no change. I also feel like you should study rappers. Pick a rapper that you like and study how they write their verses, the things that they say that catch your ear, and use that to implement that in your own music. It's okay to borrow things, all right? Music is very, very complimentary. It's okay to take things and make them your own, and maybe even do them better. There's nothing wrong with that. So shouts to I don't know if you just made this email right now to pop in here, but shouts to Peace Spliff bruh. Shouts to being here. Please hit the like and maybe subscribe if you're interested. Thanks for the feedback. Exactly. It has to come off authentic. If your music doesn't come off authentic, nobody's gonna buy it. Nobody's gonna believe it. So shouts to everybody giving my man some feedback. I hope you took something you can use, my man. I hope you come back next week with something new. We, at this point, though, are going to move on to our next joint. And this is, I don't know what this is. I think I hit the wrong song, to be honest with you. So actually, give me 1 second. We're going to go in order how I have it pulled up here. How's everybody doing tonight? What's going on Saturday, man? If y'all are rocking with me, in some places I know it's like 1 o'clock. Because I'm on the Mountain Standard Time, and it is it's 11 o'clock here. I'm hoping to God my kids are asleep, man. They've been sick. My girls have been sick, but they caught this random energy a few hours ago, and they were bouncing off the walls. And I was like, "Why aren't you in bed?" So I hope they're asleep. Wifey's up top. Hopefully she can help out with that. But we're getting into this next one real brief. Like this is Zenzuru with Kentucky Gold. I caught a little bit of this earlier. It actually sounded pretty good. Let's see what he said. So he, did he have some? No, he didn't have any comments on his Reddit. So let's just get into it. You at the gig tuning in. RJB, that's love. Appreciate you, bro. Got a long intro.
Drowning my Avondale blues in Kentucky gold. Broken brain stands, burn the flames in a bucky bowl. The sweet smell of Mother Mary that my mother rolled. Or rubber soul revolved to soothe a troubled soul. My old man sold his for a bag of beans. Fiends with old showbiz dreams they hadn't seen. My mother caught us drinking cider on a trampoline. Didn't understand it, I was standing free. I spent my best days in school sitting at the dean. Drinking Christoph like Cristal mixed with LMP. They were drinking Varadino with some girls.
So this is dope so far. The beat is interesting. His flow is dope. His flow actually reminds me of somebody else that's in the Revenger crew family, a homie by the name of Ashton Martin. Ashton Martin's mixes are way better. I think the mix is off on this, but the cadence and the pace and even the tone are all very similar. Oh, that's crazy. That's love. Hey, shouts to RJB showing mad love. Appreciate you for putting it on for your coworkers, man. Makes me feel like I'm a pseudo celebrity. I'm not, but I appreciate that. It did sound a little bit like Quando Rondo. That's factuals. Quando Rondo is dope too. Shouts to Quando.
We were hanging with some girls, some calcin on the kerosene. Used to know a Sheila that could skull a whole Aquila. And still drive us home sweet in the road Cardina. Sculling cheap tequila by the leader like Robina. When all we had to live for was gout and emphysema. Sipping Mississippi and my mother's Mitsubishi. Tipsy got some good home brew and bad whiskey. Was me melting Gibby like Ashbrook and Misty. Sitting in the park pissy drunk with some Pidgeys. Flashbacks when Mad Jacks was 1050. Gassed if I had cash to get a bag of Twisty. Down and out, no one had a heart for shit to give me. Figuring out if I did it with my missy miss me. It was me and him. Back of the bus, plastic cup full of Seeger's gin. Nothing in the fridge, just some John West and Meekerin. They said I was dope, but I was broke. I was BFN, sitting by myself, having a D&M. Mask on like Nacho while I march on no.
All right, I do have to say this. It's becoming Lupe Fiasco-ish. I don't know if any of y'all out there in the chat listen to Lupe Fiasco, but you get to a point with Lupe's music where you go, what the hell are you talking about? And we're approaching that very quickly on this song. I heard some very interesting things as he was going in talking about, bouncing on the trampoline, sipping, I think he said like sparkling apple cider or something like that, or sparkling something. And then he talked about drinking homebrew and Singram's gin. And so he's talking about some real cool stuff, but like he's going kind of like a little left of where you actually know what's going on. I mean, maybe you guys in the chat can tell me, what's he actually talking about right now? I got lost pretty quickly. I like the sound of his voice. I like his raps. I like his delivery, but it's at a point now where I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Macho, drinking country in a country, drunk on bravado. Couldn't trust my man, my fan, far from fondle. Used to burn about a half up in a Arvo, that's all I had. A pen and a pad up in the lab, doing a lag like my dad, sculling a salve out the bag. Trying to scab cash for gas, to get back to test out. Yacked up some cognac, I racked, and Johnny blacked out. Did all that to come back round to where I'm at now.
I will say this, I enjoy listening to him rap. It almost reminds me, do y'all know Camp Lo? Camp Lo might be before everybody in this room's time, but the delivery sounds like Camp Lo. If you know Camp Lo, obviously Lucchini is a huge hit, but they got a bunch of other joints. Camp Lo is dope, very, very different type of sound, but he reminds me, and I think Camp Lo is dope for the record, so I can't say I don't like it, but I can see the average hip-hop listener that doesn't know different styles will probably not be too attracted to this.
Drinking Einstein out the tap at the tap house in AD. Back up
Sonny Chiba, Gucci Suede, yes sir.
Traded in my VB for green tea. Traded in my CC can drive for a hot chai and a cream brie. Used to run it straight like Hydro Roccosini. Now I'm straight, weekend warrior, they say they hardly see me. Charlie got my homies, so whacking no Charlie Sheeny. I just wanna sip on a cuppa like Auntie Queenie. Maybe get an apple martini in Santorini. Take the money from the man and take my fantasy.
Hey, shouts to the homie Foe. Yeah, that's facts. He didn't tell anybody about this whole thing he came up with. And honestly, I gotta tell you, I think it's dope. Me as a hip hop enjoyer, I like what he's doing, but I know that a lot of people that listen to hip hop frequently are not gonna like this song. But I think lyrically, I think all the makings of a good rapper are in this dude. I just think you're right, bro. He needs to maybe share the slang with other people, because if I understood what he was saying, I think I'd love it. But it's almost like listening to a language you've never heard before. Like, I almost don't know what the hell is going on, but I like it. The beautiful wife has a question. She's setting me up. I know what you're doing right now. Okay, so she's setting me up because she wants me to talk about Yepsen. I know what you're doing, sick wife. I know what's happening right now. So I came up with a word called Yepsen, all right? And I wanted to make it hot. It's S-I-N. Y-E-P-S-I-N, all right? No, but fetch is the thing, though. Wasn't fetch a thing? Or do you have a different definition for fetch? Boom scrat. I kind of like, that's kind of hard. Boom scrat. So Yepsen was supposed to mean something that's really whack. So if you see somebody doing something like they got an outfit on, you're like, man, that shit is Yepsen. Like, that's whack. Or like, if you're watching a TV series, or somebody tells you about a TV series, and you're like, yeah, that series is Yepsen. I don't think Yepsen's gonna take off, but I wanted it to. Okay, that was my. I don't know, Panda. You must be drunk. What's happening, Panda? Panda's another dope producer. Mean Girls reference. Panda's another dope producer from Arizona. He won't send me no beats though. I've asked him 15 times, but he told me to kick rocks. But Panda's dope. Panda, you also need to know my homie Foe, because you are musically inclined as Foe is. That's S. Jones. Shouts to my homie. What does Naya mean? I like that. Fubu equals whack. Okay, it's a yes and no together. Okay, I don't know what's happening right now. Y'all have got me mad confused. But I like boom scrap. I'm with that. I might have to adopt that. Oh, Naya is a yes and no. Okay. All right, so pie is for whack. That's not bad. Oh, that's pie. Nah, I could rock with that. Good to see you too, bro. Where you been at, man? What's happening in your life? I haven't, because my Instagram doesn't, I hate Instagram. Because Instagram shows you a bunch of people's pages you don't care anything about, but the people you like, you never see. Like my man Panda. Panda's a great guy, and I don't see enough of his feed, so I haven't peeped your stuff in a while, bro, but I hope you're doing well. Thanks for taking a minute out of your busy day to come here and hang out, bro. We need to link soon. Let's get lunch. Let's go to Santan again. I'll come out by you. We'll get some brews and have some food, man. Good to see you, my G. All right, so I'm off of this. I'm going to finish it, though, because I want you guys' opinions. I think we got a lot of opinions. Nobody knows what he's talking about, but it sounds good. I'm going to play this out while I pull up the next one, and you guys tell me other terrible terms you try to come up with.
Straight. Used to drink about 10 flame just on a Wednesday. Used to be about that life, now I'm about the pen game. And I'm feeling like I'm MJ banging on the Kimbe. Doctor told my mother no more cancer on the x-ray. I told her I love her, took her out to get some pen aid. Feel like Abercrombie reminiscing on his best game at Westlake. While Ross working at Woolworths at Westgate. Look, that's just how I feel. That's just
Fruity, yeah. We used to say fruity too.
And I learned how to deal. And I was higher than the power bill. Am still. But can a man chill with a chill? Can a am still? Look, I try to make a break. I hit the white and sunk the.
Hey, my man's got bars. Can a man chill with a chill? Can a am still? That's cold. That's Eminem like right there.
I sunk myself inside my drink and drunk until I drunk my weight. Any product that I ever sold, alcohol. Now I'm trying to dig myself up out the hole. Kentucky Gold.
Now I'm trying to dig myself up out the hole. I like the song. So listen. I know the song didn't make a ton of sense. For me, I gotta get this a B+. I just like the way he sound rapping. And for me, sometimes if somebody's just a good rapper, if I like the way they sound, regardless of what they say, I'm gonna be into it. And so that's how I felt about this track. And I'll keep it a buck with you. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know what the song's about. But it was very to me. But I like the way it sounded. So let's get into this next one. So Home Crew. I'm gonna ask if you hear before I play this because filler bars. There were a lot of filler bars. That's fact. Because he rapped most of the track, there was really no hook on the song, and it was a 4-minute track, and I rarely play songs that long, but that just shows you how much I actually like how it sounded. So Home Crew, I don't know if you're in here. Also, real quick, Devin, I got the joint you sent. I think it was a Moneybagg Yo song. I'm not gonna play that on the stream. I will check that out after the fact, and I will go ahead and Nah, I don't remember that, Devin. Contacts, nah. No, when people farted, everybody just said you nasty. So that's all I remember. But no, I don't remember that. How long ago was that, man? Put me on game. I didn't know about that. Also, I got your track. I'm not going to play it on our stream because YouTube is crazy about copyright stuff right now. So if I play it, they will copyright our video, and that's going to be unfortunate. But I'm going to check it out. I'm going to let you know what I think, and I appreciate you sending it through. We're about to get into our next one. Are you here? Let's see. So the guy on the track, he goes by Nah. I'm going to wait a minute before I play this. I want you to be here. Go ahead and drop me a line. Let me know in the chat that you're here so I can go ahead and make sure you hear the review. I don't want to review your stuff and not let you get the live up close joint. So let's get into this next one from the Making Hip Hop thread in Reddit, as always. And we will get that craculating. But I appreciated that was a great question from Wifey. I know she set me up, but I appreciated the slang terminologies. Like, I want to be cool. Like, when cap became like people started saying no cap. Where does that start? Like, are you out in the street sometime and you say something? I want to know how to get something started because I feel like it's hard. I don't feel like it's an easy thing to do, but people do it all the time. So maybe I'm just not cool enough. Y'all gotta let me know. All right, let's get into this next one. This is Knack with Family Peace. And let me see if he had anything to say about it. I'm trying to show this more. So he said, looking for feedback in general. It's unmixed. It's recorded off an iPhone. He wants feedback on the flow and the mixing and the recording. He's just not super technically inclined. So lucky for you, bro. We got a lot of people in this chat right now that are incredibly technically inclined, way more than I am. They should be doing this probably more so than I should, but they can give you some help on that. So all my folks, my Revenger crew that's in the thread right now in the chat, please give. No, I can't take my head off, bro. My hair lining is destroyed. I gotta cut my hair. So let's get into this. This is Knack with Family Peace. Please give some technical feedback on the mix and anything else you think that he can use help on.
He's a piece about my family. They're living at the mercy of Indian poverty. My family struggling to live free. All it does is give my mind an archy. They've been struggling for way too long now. Got to know how out, raising eyebrow in India. I'm their golden child, but I can hear them say, where art thou? Got one cousin, his name is Rohan, not another son. He is my brother, working hard. He an apprentice lawyer, but he gets no paper. He might go under. Don't know what the fuck's up with this barrister. He really be the building blocks to my anger. Might put cyanide in his next cruiser. Dig the hole, he goes in deeper and deeper. None of that bullshit chit chat. Tell you where I'm at in my own format. Change their lives like a nurse. I'm about to eat heads like a hungry wildcat. This is why I do what I do when I'm bored. None of that telly, oh no, even though they already say bravo. Grind day and night, get them out the ghetto. None of them gonna be in my shadow. I'm gonna work hard, put them in a fat shadow. Cause together we go build a better tomorrow.
Yeah, this is bad. And there's not a lot that's redeemable about it. So it sounds like you probably tried to freestyle. Maybe don't try to freestyle. Maybe take your time and write a song. First of all, I heard you mention a cousin named Rolando or something like that. Okay, don't pee yourself. I do not promote people peeing on themselves. I don't want that to be a me thing, okay? That you might need to get your prostate checked or something. Don't piss yourself. But no, this is bad all the way through, and mainly it's because no one understands you or knows what you're talking about. I'm not playing it from the top because it doesn't deserve that, but I'm gonna continue it out so the homie folk can hear it. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, you can't rewind. It's not good. I would actually suggest you save yourself the time. This is actually the worst song I've heard tonight. I'm gonna play it out. Listen, nothing is unfixable, okay? Nothing is unfixable. Shouts to my homie Panda. Panda's probably laid up somewhere getting his drink on because my man is a lot of fun. My man likes to drink. I enjoy him. But yeah, this ain't good by any stretch of the imagination. But remember, again, I am a dude on the internet, okay? That's it. ESMR Avengers, that's our thing. That's not like we're not Warner Brothers, we're not Universal, we're not Rock Nation, all right? But I can tell you they won't like this either. All right, let's get back into it.
One that eliminates the undertone of sorrow. Grandma, I'ma give you a whole smile and tell the fact that I'm being there, and while your blessings like my whole life cut through the fakes all day and all night. When it comes to my rap, I don't miss. I gave up the life with shits and gigs. One day you gon' say next where it is. Tell me who else take a week to write like this. So you felt the whole passage that already cleanse your whole soul like a bar of soap. You still gon' sit there and talk while you broke. Life ain't no joke, do it with your highest hopes.
I heard this man mention a bar of soap. Where does that fit into anything? The name of the song is Family Peace. What is a bar of soap? What? Yeah, this is all bad. Shouts to Next Apollo. You are trying to find your flow. Listen, man, don't give up, all right? Even if like random dudes like me on the internet tell you your stuff's not good, don't quit. But try harder, okay? I want you to take time and listen to this song back. And when you listen to it back, ask yourself if it makes sense. If you're listening, you have to understand when you make music and people listen to it, they want it to sound like something they understand. They want it to resonate with them. This doesn't resonate to anybody because it makes no sense. And I even got to be super critical. Even your cover art for the video makes no sense. What is that? A bull popping through paper? What is that? Okay? When you make music, think about the listener. Think about the feelings they're going to have, the ideas they're going to have. What I took away from this song was you got a cousin named Rolando, somebody doesn't use soap, and you were broke for a long time. I don't know if any of that's actually accurate, but that's what I took from it. So this is an F for me. I'm going to be honest with you. This is like a 65. Get back to the lab, man. Keep trying. Please send us some more of your future music. I'm not trying to be an a-hole. I just want to be honest and give you a chance to improve your music. So let's move on because I said enough things about that. Okay, so I'm still waiting for the homie. Home Crew. I want to play your song, but I don't want to play it if you're not in here. So maybe we'll come back to that. Let's get back into the Reddit joints. So I asked the question earlier and nobody really responded to. Maybe it was a stupid question. I don't know. Are y'all ready for Christmas, man? Have you bought all the things you need to buy? When do you start? Do you buy things in the store? Does anybody actually go out there? I do all my stuff off Amazon. I'm a terrible human. If it can't be delivered, I'm not buying it. Judge me as you may. That's just who I am. But I always give my family really good gifts. We got some expensive stuff this year. So I have 3 kids, for those that don't know. Ellie is 5. Well, she'll be 5 in 2 weeks. Izzy's 8, and Landon is 12. And they think we got money. We don't. And so they asked for some things that require a little bit of money. So I don't know how we're gonna do that. I haven't come up with I already tried to, like, we were hanging out earlier and I was like, listen, you're not gonna get everything on your list. So let's be clear on that. And if you ask for something bigger, like a system or like a TV, you're cutting things off your list, all right? Because it's gonna be a give and take. So I tried to set the table, but you know. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a fact. Lumps of coal for everyone around me shouts. This is recorded off of BlackBerry. If you still have a BlackBerry, you're in the wrong time period. You might be a time traveler. You shouldn't have a BlackBerry anymore, all right? There's way too many good phones for that. Also, they're bringing the Razor back. I don't know if y'all had the Razor. When I was growing up, all the girls that had the Razor were kind of hoes, kind of thoughts. And if a girl had a Razor, you probably try to talk to her because she was... But that might be wrong. I'm not trying to say that girls that didn't have Razors or that did have Razors were slurish. I just know that was my experience. But Cyber Monday is on the horizon. Is Cyber Monday dope? Do I need to tap in for that? Do I need to be aware for that? Yeah, I don't do the Black Friday stuff. I get into a fight. Like, I don't want to be out there fighting for stuff. I'm gonna kick you in the head. So let's get into this next one. This is Ace the Kid. Let me see if he had any commentary about his joint. Ace the Kid, what you had to say? Let me make sure this is the right track. Okay, so Ace the Kid said, yo, what up? Just looking for some feedback on an unreleased track so far. It's extremely far from finished. In fact, I don't have anything on the second half of it, but I'm looking for feedback on the vocals because it's a new style and I want to see if it's working for me so far. So, Revenger Crew family, let's give our man some honesty. Let's be truthful. I'm looking at the song so far based on the cover art. I'm not expecting much, but I'd love to be wrong. my man Fo hit the dispensary on Black Friday. I like the way you think, sir. Using that head. Okay, so the homie Devin's about to fight. If you're wearing black forces at any point, you're probably robbing a house or you're fighting someone. So my homie Devin's gonna be fighting. You were rocking a singular flip until 2013. Are you Fred Flintstone? How is that even possible? That's crazy. But I bet you got service everywhere on that singular flip joint. That's crazy. Man, you like a renaissance man. All right, let's get into the homie Ace the Kid Everyday Unreleased joint. Let's go. Long intros. Don't love the long intros.
Okay. Everybody cool. Everybody else fake. Everybody new. Everybody new wave. Everybody. Leave it gaudy bouquet. Nobody got a role model, just got a rollie, okay. Went to work in a 9-9, got a 9-5, gotta drive mine on I-95. I slide my Nissan, not a sci-fi ride. I still fly in the fast lane, bye-bye. Got a high five as I pass by, I'm a tad shy. I hope you don't think I'm a bad guy. Got a long road and a long day. Don't know what to say, but that's okay. When I go on home, get a bowl in a roll. Gotta pay my toll, get on my way. Gotta pay this toll just to get to the bank, just to play my role like a part of the play. The harder we work, the harder we play. We do this shit like every day.
All right, I'm gonna go kind of sound. Yeah. So let me ask y'all, what is he talking about? So Ace the Kid is your name on here. I'm gonna send you the time that we reviewed this. Actually, let me go back and make sure I got it because I might not have gotten it. All right, so I'm gonna send you the time on this, and I want you to pay attention to the thread, because the cool thing about this whole community we have, because it's a community at this point. All right, we got a lot of people that come here, they hang out, we talk. It's awesome. It's a really great community for music, and I appreciate that it's growing into that. But if you look at the chat right now, they're gonna tell you a lot of honest things. Like you're gonna see me talking, you're gonna listen to me, pretend I don't know shit. I do know some things, but the people in the thread are gonna give you probably your best feedback. That way you don't have to just listen to me. I'm bored and I don't get it. And I noticed that you did the Alien effect, the Kendrick Lamar effect. I wish people would stop doing that. Kendrick made that hot. Let him have it. I've seen a lot of people that use that. I'm not that interested in it. The rhymes are solid. So RJB said he's with it. He says it's objectively bad. He kind of likes it. He doesn't know why. That's a good thing. If you can make a track that people feel for some reason that they can't identify, it means it touches them in some way. So that means you're doing something. For me, I don't know what you're talking about, and you're not hitting when you're rapping like you're reading it off your phone, and there's no real passion in it. You don't have to be passionate on every song, but you should have some kind of passion. And this for me is like reading. I feel like I'm reading a book when I listen to this. It's not something that makes me go, oh, it doesn't evoke an emotional response from me, so it's boring. Maybe the thread can shed some more light if y'all have some more criticisms from my man. I'm gonna play some more of the song because I want to give you your fair shake, but I'm not interested. Quick plug for my family, Devin, for the Revenger crew member, Devin. Go to his page, man. If you've heard a song and you don't know the lyrics, he has a ton of song lyrics on his page. He puts together these lyric videos. They're ridiculous. He's got like 10,000 subscribers, I think. His page is dope. We actually did a video, NBA Youngboy joint that we read the lyrics to, and it's really an awesome page. So go check that out. Shouts to the homie Devin. Devin, if you want to go ahead and drop your page right now, I would do that so people can go check it out. Let's get back into this Ace the Kid that I'm not that interested in. All right, I don't think there's anything on the back half of this. Where can you get one of them shirts, bro? Well, hit me up on Instagram. I will put my my handle in here for you, and we can make that happen. Just hit me up and we'll discuss. We'll discuss. Shouts to RJB. Give us some real feedback, some real honest, like, good feedback. He says, record your first take, play it in headphones, rap it over again, and repeat until your flow. And this is somebody. RJB is a fantastic rapper. Let's be very clear. The homie can rap his ass off, and apparently he hasn't been doing it that long, but he's great. So RJB is a dude that you want to listen to what he's saying because he's a good rapper. And RJB, I don't know if you want to drop your handle in there, but I hope he conversates with you because that's real, bro. You have a great flow, and it's clear that when you rap, you've thought about where your inflections are going to go, what you're going to emphasize, and what you really want to harmonize. You do a great job of that, and I think it's definitely something that this dude can learn from. So let's move along, shall we? Let me see if I got anything else in the box. I think the box may be drying up. Let's go ahead and do this joint. I'll let him know that we did it. I don't know where he's at, but let's go ahead and check it out. This was submitted to us in the box. And this is a dude named Nah. This is called Young Figure. So let's check it out real brief like.
They say you young figure, you ain't know about the street life. You all veg, you don't know about the beef life. You ain't out like East, right? Meeting fakes each night. You can keep that, I'm a Rose fan, I'm a roll on them. Drop top cold on them. Forest Hills Drive, young cold on them. You ain't never seen a dreamer from the south this smooth. Puffin' L's, I stick and move. Hope they never see me lose. But this rap shit is nothing, it's an easy cruise. Yeah. Last night I seen a kid doing what he had to do. Pray the Lord that he don't take his life soon.
Yeah, I don't know what you were going for with that, but it lacked energy, and like What were you talking about? And I apologize that sometimes I tune out on certain things. The sound of your voice, the tone of your voice has a little bit of gravelly raspiness to it. I think you can definitely develop that into a style, but I don't know what that was. And it wasn't... I think one thing a lot of artists need to do, listen to your song and ask yourself honestly, is anybody going to listen to this? Because I think if you ask yourself that about this song, the answer is no. And it's okay to have the answer be no. I can't tell you how many songs I've made that will never see the light of day, even if other people like them, that I just go, nah, man, it's not going to reach enough people. When you make songs, they have to reach a lot of people. If they don't reach anybody, no one cares. So I don't know if you guys listen to NF. The reason NF is successful, because I don't even think he's that fantastic. I mean, he's a pretty damn good artist. I can't say he's not good, but he's emotional and people cling to that. People love emotional. You don't have to be emotional, but if you're not going to be emotional and you're not going to be fly, you're not going to dress cool and be real cool like I don't know if y'all listen to Bad Bunny, but Bad Bunny does his nails and he does all these things. If you're not going to be either of those two, then you better be a damn good rapper. Because you don't have a lot of lanes. You have to be interesting, you have to be a good rapper, or you have to just make songs that people relate to. And when you listen to this, none of the three of them are there. So to me, it's a D. It's a solid D. And really, I could go lower, but I do think there's potential there. So I'll hit you up and let you know we reviewed this, but I was not a fan of it. Let's move on. It's getting a little late. So let's work through the rest of this list here. I got a lot more joints. I'm gonna be rocking with y'all for the next half hour, so I got about 5 or 6 more. So let's get to this next one. This is 70. It's called 2 Seconds. Another Reddit submission. We're gonna tap into if I can get this to. Nope, maybe not. It's playing games with me. What's on you guys' agenda for tomorrow? What's everybody doing? I got 3 sick women I got to take care of. That's going to be number 1. And then there's a great... I don't know if y'all like football. I don't know if we got football fans in the building. There's a fantastic football game tomorrow morning at 11. It is the 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. That game is going to be stupid good. I'm very excited to watch it. Without further ado, let's get into this next one. This is 2 Seconds from 77.
At the settle, I could be a world for a second, hey. I could be a world for a second, hey. We could be the deadliest weapon, so damn breathtaking.
What was that? What just happened? Was that the end of the song? Alright, let's try that again. 28 seconds. I don't even know why we're reviewing this. What the hell was that? Oh, my bad.
Could be a world for a second. Hey, at the settle, I could be a world for a second, hey. I could be a world for a second, hey. We could be the deadliest weapon, so damn breathtaking, but you're faking. Used to ride with me, prettiest smile, baby, show your teeth. It's been a while, but when we speak, the stars shine brighter than we.
I'm not sure what that was. I got it. I didn't like it. I'm trying to give some constructive feedback. If y'all got something in the thread, please let my mans know. That it was just weird to me. We could beat it in a second, and then he did that off-key auto-tune thing that was strange. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of any of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate that a in the thread. Please let my mans D. I don't know. Yeah, no, there was nothing good about any of that. I'm looking back in the thread right now. My homie Panda Base says sign him right now. I ran it back. It shouldn't have been ran back. It wasn't good. Yeah, I don't like that. So I'm not sure. RJB's with it. He says that's an F. I want to give you some honest feedback, and my honest feedback is that wasn't good. So, and normally I have something like semi-constructive to say, but I'm gonna just say don't do whatever that was again. That's my advice. That's not the route to success. Whatever that was. All right, let's get into the next one. We're going to start rolling quickly now. This is another, it got a Z from the homie Spliff Bruv. Go back to the drawing board. Ace, that ain't it. Yeah, that was that was garbage. All right, let's get into this one. This is AKATD. And I remember looking this up. The acronym is as known as the devil. And this didn't sound bad when I played it earlier. Let's see what it sounds like now. This is called The Truth. Oh, sorry, I had it on mute. My bad.
Alright, here's one for you fucking pineal gland, bitch ass, fake ass, woke, dumb, spiritual, metaphysical, bullshit ass, stupid motherfuckers out there. Here you
All right.
Back in grade school, man, I thought I would die. That I'd look up and Nibiru would fall from the sky. 2012 was the year, man, that was the time when the History Channel had fucked up our minds and corroded the truth, and the whole planet left behind prerequisite proof. While the hidden veil on history you knew started lifting, they put the point in your palms, you turned on YouTube and missed it. But listen, I get it, the new wave is spiritual.
This does sound like Stan.
And I'm just a hater, a trooper, a cynic. At least I'm not misrepresenting metaphysics, manifesting my indifference. I can reference, that's the difference. See, I know the world we live in isn't close to what it seems, and that the government is keen on keeping all that shit a secret. You see, I can give some credence. I know it don't take a genius to know thermite down the towers, and that NASA employs people just to Photoshop for hours, and that cattle mutilations aren't just carnivore devoured. See, this world is filled with...
All right, this is too heavy for me. Now, I want to pause here real quick. RJB, I think you would rip this in half. I can see you smashing this and doing a way better job than this dude. I agree with the Next Apollo. This does sound like a flat earther. Listen, look, I don't want to act like I don't like conscious rap, but this is just like I know more than you, and I study Wikipedia. Like, it's just not interesting. Because let's face it, we know the world is trash. We know it's ending. We know there's a lot of terror. We know these things. You're not saying anything that's new, and it bores the shit out of me, man. I know you're trying to make music, and I don't think you sound terrible, but this isn't interesting music, and you can't honestly think that it is. We'll keep going while I pull up the next one. I'm not into it. You guys clearly aren't into it either, but it is what it is.
Power that's monopolized by wealth, and if you get too close to that shit, you're assassinated stealth. And no, they'll pull that up with ease. You really think that Epstein hung himself on his knees? Nothing that anybody will show you is what it seems.
Hey, Fo, are you in here? Because you've done 97 million Insta story posts about Epstein not killing himself. Epstein didn't kill himself. We're clear on that. Our man, as known as the devil, has told you that. AKATD, he didn't kill himself. We know that. I'm tired of that too.
It seems, goddamn, if a flat earther on YouTube can control your perspective, then your knowledge not elective. You're a sheep that on selective, been directed and distracted from the truth that's been redacted. You're all packed into a box that's extracted.
Oh my God, we get it.
Giving your brain a cesarean. See, I'll even say Sumerians. May have made contact with aliens, but
oh my God.
Evidence is intrinsic. I know you ain't got none. Body doubles, man. You think Hitler ain't got one? Courtney Love, man. Was it Kurt with the shotgun? Was there a guy on the knoll who done shot one? And 2 moon landings? Was it Kubrick who got one? There's motherfucking evidence on both sides, so don't slide and don't.
All right, I'm sorry I let that play out so long. That's an F, man. I don't like it. You're saying stuff that nobody cares about. You sound like you want to be Eminem. It sounds like the Stan beat, and it's just not. I would never listen to that song again. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just some dude on the internet. I'm not trying to disrespect you or your craft, but that's not an interesting song, and it's not good. You sound like you're doing the whole Eminem Slim Shady thing. That was painful to get through. Keep working, keep at it, man, but don't make more songs like that. You're not Immortal Technique, all right? Immortal Technique, that's been done. You're not him, all right? So stop with all of that. Let's get into this next one because I'm upset right now. That angered me. That was an F to me. I did not like it. Sorry. I know you're probably going to cry to me on the internet and tell me I'm an idiot. I know I am. It's fine. Let's get into this next one. This is Two-Face with Automatic. Let's roll.
We're giving
Cyber Monday deals. Yeah, man. So he is trying to sound like Eminem. One thing I don't understand, and I don't want to be racist at all, but I noticed that a lot of dudes, because that dude is probably like a white rapper. I love a lot of white rappers. I like Mac Miller. I like Logic. Token is cool. NF is fine. There's a guy named Mercules. He's dope. I don't have no problem with white rappers, but you don't have to be Eminem. That's not a thing you have to do. Like, you can just be you. I like Macklemore too. I like a lot of white rappers. I just don't feel like you have to sound. Eminem is one of one, okay? That's like, you need to leave that kind of flow to Eminem. Only Eminem can do that. Shouts Mac Miller. All right, RJB, yes, I cannot wait to hear that music. I know it's going to be phenomenal, bro. 2 completely dope rappers on the same joint. I am more than stoked about it. It's just awesome to hear you guys are working together. Absolutely, I want to hear that joint. Hey, RJ, man, RJB, have a great night, man. Thanks for being here. Oh, if I can get on that song, I'm on it. I had that verse completed in a day. Believe me, I've been waiting to do work with T Swayze. I would love to do work with you. You guys are both fantastic, man. Appreciate all your support, my guy. Hope you have a fantastic night. Let's get into this next one. This is Two-Face with Automatic. Sorry, I had it on mute.
Rap style got a hazmat, got a lot of flows in the automatic. That's innate talent, boy, I always had it. Twisting words like I'm acrobatic, and I'm stacking chips and I'm poker facing. Triple T me, I don't need spacing. Boy sprinter, I don't do pacing. I need it now when I'm impatient. My track songs are your B-sides. B-sides are my A-sides, and my A-sides you can't deny. Hit like Louis Slugger when it's game time. Add the digits like it's mathematics or wait. I've been adding digits like an addict who ain't never had it in a minute. Hold up. How good is the music? I think fair. I'm the only fair that you can't bury. Never produce, I can't carry. Rappers actions, they fake scary. I'm gripping that metal like Tony Montana. Two-Face, call me Hannah Montana. I feel like a king, I'm a need Savannah. Big body, or the blood banana. I said back and let everybody eat. Back at the table, now everybody feast. Eyes upon me right now. Everybody act right, pipe down. Camera action, turn the light down. Now, matter of fact, turn the lights up. Cause I need to see me when I rise up. When I rise up, cause the time's up. My time's now. Watch me flip it like WWE. You ain't never seen another like me. Hop in the beat and I spit it with ease. When I'm in the stew for 100 degrees. Slick Rick with the ruler you see. Hop in the stew and then hop on the keys. Quick work, make it out in the breeze. Jeez.
Hey, so dude can absolutely rap his ass off. He's a great rapper. He kept pace well. I can't find a lot wrong with it. I gotta admit, maybe you can help me out, Apollo. Like, it wasn't crazy interesting, but he does the fast flow well. It just didn't feel complete to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a hater right now. I can't define what it is, but it caught my attention. Let me say that. So I'm at a C+ with this. It definitely is something that made me stop and listen to it, but it didn't necessarily hit me over the head with it. So let's finish it out though.
Look, I know a couple times I might have slipped up like Janet Jackson, but I ain't fall. I know a lot of y'all like to switch up like this after summer, but it ain't fall. My God, I really do hate it. I say how the drama, that's word of my mama, no need to debate it. I said to myself, I do. You heard of my music from who? I like all money and tools, automatic, but you already knew. I was screaming out, give me a minute, but it turns out I might need some more. 2020, the album is finished. I've been dreaming about going on tour. I'm here in the comments on Intra. Now it's my turn to try to convince the people around me that I am not leaving until I'm way over the ceiling. If you think that was my peak, well, I'm sorry, you sadly mistaken. The pen in my pockets, they venomous. The hunger within me unshaken.
All right, so I know what it was. His voice isn't distinctive. And the other thing is, I feel like he crunched a lot of lyrics in together. So I'll send you the SoundCloud because the homie Apollo is all about it. But his voice wasn't distinctive, and I didn't. And I think he tried to push too much music together. That being said, that's a solid beat. I mean, dude clearly has bars. His cadence is cool. His pacing was perfect for the beat. He wrote it very well. It wasn't distinctive, and I think he crunched it together. He could have slowed it down and maybe really hit some of those bars. He also could have dropped out some of the beat to really emphasize some areas that he wanted to. So that's my reasoning for not being overly in love with the joint, but it's a solid beat. Good joint. I would play it back again. I may actually go back and listen again just to catch some of the bars. I know my man had bars. Quick pace, quick tempo. Definitely a solid track. I think it's not a song, but I could definitely see you putting it on a mixtape and it being a banger there. So definitely not bad. Let's get into this next one. This is the homie Young Beethoven, and this is Wasted. I heard this earlier. It's got a punk rock vibe. I was very much digging it. Let's check it out. Maybe.
Now I find myself damn wasted. Day by day I'll be sedated. Never thought I'll act like this. Feels like I changed a lot. Can't lie to myself. Brains left to rot. Fight with the hell I needed to stop. Hard to explain, all these thoughts just remain. Now the day's the same, I'm watching the clock. It's sometimes hard to cope with what I follow through. I'm surely not alone, cause I know they do. I bet in the inside we're all the same. Tired of this game, coping with the pain. Trying to get a name in front of us, so everyone is proud of us. Now take control, enough of the hate. Same path we go, we really need a change. I will condone, I'll take it to the grave. I say I'm ready to put this shit behind me. We both had enough time to think about what might be. Instead of feeling low, I tried to take it lightly. Watching from afar, you're my poison ivy.
So in my opinion, there's a lot right with this. It's whiny. It has its own lane. It is punk rock emo all the way through. I like the effects on his voice. I like the tone of his voice. Overall, it's not bad. I don't really want to listen to much more of it though. I got the feel I needed from it. I got the angsty feel, and now I'm like, all right, that was cool. So right now, this is a B- for me. It's in the B range. It's definitely in the 80 range. There's a lot done right. It's hard to establish a vibe as an artist. He establishes a vibe perfectly, but it doesn't necessarily make me want more.
Yeah, you're my poison ivy, and I'm still grateful that I'm the person that helped me through all my stress. And even though I never been the same again, I'll do it all again. I'll be waiting for the right time. Myself damn wasted. Day by day I'll be sedated. Never thought I'll act like this. Feels like I changed a lot. Can't lie to myself. Brains left to rot. Fight with the hell I needed to stop. Hard to explain all these thoughts.
I like so he used an effect on his double, and that sounds really cool. It has this kind of radio vibe in the background. I really like it. I like the things. So I'm gonna move this up. This is a solid B. It went from a B to a B- to a B. Now I'm closer to 85. I like what he's doing on the back half of the track.
Now the day's the same, I'm watching the clock. It's sometimes hard to cope with what I follow through. I'm surely not alone, cause I know they do. I bet in the inside we're all the same. Tired of this game, coping with the pain. Trying to get a name in front of us, so everyone is proud of us. It ain't great, but I say that it's getting better every day. I miss the only person I could really trust with. Things that bothered me became things that bothered you. You're the only person I know who really gave a fuck about me, and I gave a fuck about you. I know we ain't the same, it's only your right to be you. I just wanna be a part of this, I put my heart in this. Time to get this off my chest, not fuck with my consciousness.
All right, so I like this song. I do agree with you, B-Rex. You do have to be in the mood for it. It's definitely mood music. However, I always go back to this. If you can find a niche for your music, you can sell your music. 8th graders, 7th graders, freshmen in high school, this is their jam. If they just got broken up with, if they like a guy who doesn't like them back, they're going to be all over this song. So from that perspective, I think they do a really good job. They caught an audience. There is a huge audience for this market. That's the reason that people love Lil Peep. That's why people were such a big fan of his. This is also very Blink 182-ish to me, like the sad emo rock. I think it has this lane. I actually kind of like it. Would I listen to this song again? Actually, yeah, probably, but probably only once more, maybe twice. So this is a solid B for me, about an 85 if we're giving out scores. Definitely not bad, but right, B-Rex hit it on the head. You got to really want to listen to this, and I can definitely see people not wanting to hear this kind of sad music all the time. All right, so we're coming down here to the end pretty quickly. Got a couple more. I actually got 2 more songs to do tonight. If you want to send something through, send it through, and I will absolutely get it played for signing off here. Let's get into this next one as this gets loaded here. So I'm in a tough spot. We were just off for a week. I've had 6 business days off of work, and I can't imagine going back. I'm I'm actually highly depressed about having to do it. If y'all got any tips for how to get over going back to work, let me know. Outside of drug use. Might happen anyway. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Let's get into this next one. This is 77 with China shipping. And his feedback was he would like people to listen and give critical feedback and constructive criticism. The song's only 1 minute and 2 seconds, so be as honest as you can. 77 China shipping.
20 speed limit, bitch. Golden Retriever told me I'ma be a leader. Fuck you walking about. This the wrong strut. Believer of an overachiever since my whole life I've been understanding the rut. All of a sudden now I caught my footing on this route. Fillable for nothing, knowledge about the business. If I told you about my marijuana interest in my teachers and mama translated to a division. Now this the breed sequel to my venture with the minds. What the wise told me 100 times. Hold my own status and I'll be glad I did. This the vision I saw when I wrote my bid. Saw my lover, saw my future, and then the child who finally got a smile. Who we gon' kid?
Hey bro, I mean this with all due respect. I don't be trying to be disrespectful, but did you listen back to this song, man? And when you finished the song, did you play it back? Because if you did, and you still felt like this was a good song, you need to share your music with other people, and you need good friends. Because if somebody listens to this and they told you, oh, that's a great track, they're not being honest with you, man. They're lying. That's an F, bro. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but I didn't like it. The effects sounded bad. You were just saying stuff. It sounded like you thought like you wrote it down like, oh man, this is excellent. Like maybe you didn't like go back and read it again. In order to improve, first of all, pick a better beat. That beat wasn't great for what you were trying to do. It sounded like you were trying to do this kind of sort of introspective thing, but you're not good at that yet, so that's not your lane. Maybe try some variety. I would love for you to send a song next week that I can say is awesome because you know, you're putting your effort toward it. You believe in this. Have confidence and really push yourself to make something good. And after you listen to your track, I've said this a couple times tonight, be objective on yourself. Criticize yourself harder. I don't believe you listen to this and were like really criticizing yourself. I think you made this and you're like, oh, it's great, but it's not. So let's get into this last one of the night. Again, if you listen to my criticism and I hurt your feelings or you want to say something rude, feel free. I don't have emotions. I don't have feelings. You can say whatever you want. But just know that I'm only telling you how I feel honestly. And we have other people in the thread that have other opinions, so maybe you can find something there. Look, we got B-Rex giving you the truth out here. Echo effect was too much. You went on up and down with the inflections. It just sounds like a novice rapping, man. Again, it's okay to listen to your favorite rappers and steal something from them. If you're not doing that, then you're not really trying to make music. Let's get into the last one of the night. This is Yama. And let me see if Yama gave us any feedback. Said just trying to get some feedback on this. It looks like a demo type joint. It's a freestyle, which probably means it's gonna be trash. Shouts to who is that? Is that Bad Bunny or is that? I don't know all my Latin stars like I should. It's Bad Bunny or maybe J Balvin. I apologize if I'm wrong. Let's get into it. Yama Demo's Therapeutic Freestyle. I like this beat so far.
Real therapeutic. Simple little song.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was Bad Bunny. I wasn't sure though. Thank you, Apollo.
I was.
Yeah, they talk tough. They won't square up. You could cosplay as a day one. Ain't no off days or some days off. Way too many clowns.
Okay, the auto-tune is god awful. But he or she said you can cosplay as a day one. That was kind of a dope line, I'm not gonna lie. I actually like the tone and the voice as well. There's a little bit of soul there. I like it.
I ain't scared of trying to slow it down, yeah. Just give me a month. I'm all in a gut, yeah. Oja mushy must. Got a new gun and it's all loaded up.
All right. I want you to respond to me. You don't have a gun. You don't sound like a person. I'm not saying you might not have one, but I don't believe that you have a gun. Nothing about this song makes me think you might have a gun. All right. You might have one. I could be very wrong. But I don't believe you. At all. I'm just saying. At all.
New drugs ain't no ones. If you want a winner, baby girl, call me up. If you want commitment, baby, I'm so sorry, but I'm misogynistic. I keep it 100. I can't give you love. I am not somebody you should trust. Call me Clayton Kershaw when the pressure's on. I hit the bump, swinging like a mother. I could really take a leap of punch, trying to make that money where I gotta go.
And that Clayton Kershaw reference was extremely obscure. I don't think I've ever heard Clayton Kershaw referenced in any song in my life. Y'all don't know Clayton Kershaw. I believe he's a pitcher for the Dodgers, and he's pretty damn good.
Trump, leave the pork in the rear view, call it Ramadan, set some world records, never runner up. I was born with drip, double pour it up. Heard you paid a quarter just to hit the club. I get paid whenever I decide to show up.
Real therapeutic, simple little song.
I gotta agree with the bro Devin. This is absolutely cap rap. I don't believe half of the things that were said in this. And you know, it's not that you can't be a liar or be capping when you rap. You just gotta do it better than this, because this isn't believable. Edgy kitty rap. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. It's not good. We're gonna finish it out because we're nice.
To my stomach, yeah, been low ones. Call me crazy, I will love drunk. Maybe not enough, maybe not enough, maybe not enough, maybe not enough. Yeah, they talk tough.
All right, I lied. That was enough of that. I'm not gonna waste you guys' time with any more of that. If I had to rate it out, that's a C- for me. What I do like about it is the fact that there's some singing talent in there. I think if this particular person decided to focus on the singing aspect more and maybe be more honest and talk about, you know, if you don't want to talk about personal things, talk about funny things. Talk about things you observe in the world, but talk about guns and talking about you got chicks and it's okay to do that, man, but doing it too much just seems phony. If you're not already a wealthy person, nobody believes you. If you're not famous, nobody believes you. You can talk a lot about having all these chicks, but you got to be a good rapper on top of all of that. So I definitely think you have a career singing. I definitely think you can do hooks, you can do songs. I just feel like maybe the whole rapping aspect isn't it. I agree with you, Devin. We do need to end it with something fire, but might not happen tonight. Let me just say I appreciate you. Gonna do a quick roll call to everybody who's been here tonight because I like to do that. I like to show love for y'all for showing love to me. Wifey will hopefully be back next week. If you have her on your Instagram application, please send her a get well. She appreciates things like that. We love her so much. She's amazing. All right, real quick roll call, man. Shouts to Next Apollo. You've been here like the whole time. Big love to you. Shouts to Spliff Bruv. New homie, thanks for being here. Shouts to the homie Devin. Shouts to RJB. Shouts to B-Rex. Shouts to my homie Devin. Shouts to Panda Base for dropping in real brief. Like, shouts to the homie Foe, always showing love. Appreciate you in a major way, my dude. Shouts to Caligula. And let's see who else we got. I don't know if I missed anybody. If I missed you, I apologize. I think there was a number of people I might have missed, so I do give my deepest apologies if you didn't get the young shout out. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all enjoying the shirts. Hope to see some posts with those at some point. You guys are amazing. We are the ESMR Avengers. We'll be back at you on Friday night in your 8:30 areas, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. Also, go ahead and check out our videos, man. Our videos are pretty damn entertaining. Shouts to B-Rex. I know she watches like all of them, which is amazing. Appreciate you, homie. Check out the videos. We'll see you next week. I love y'all, man. Peace and love. We are out of here. Happy Saturday.